What is Battlecourt Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Sherry, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battlecourt game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battlecourt Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battlecourt Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battlecourt Jai-Alai. Tonight's Friday night game day will feature the Renegades and Fireballs. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Renegades. Out first, number 92, Flores. Number 18, CRB. Number 7, Number 44, Amigarena. Number 40, Goenaga. And the captain, number 20, Gasheri. And now the home team, the Fireballs. From Miami, Florida, number 10, Joseph. From Miami, Florida, number 48, Cabrera. From San Diego, California, number 23, Ikeda. From Bidar, France, number 28, Lalou. From Saint Paul, France, number 21, Urrutia. And the captain from Mutriku in the Basque Country, number 87, Arras. And with that, the players salute you, the fans, and we are ready to begin tonight's regular season finale. And with the introductions aside, I'd like to welcome everybody to the regular season finale of this Fall 25 Battle Court season. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's contest between the Renegades and Fireballs. Stu, happy Thanksgiving. How you doing?
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Andrew. I'm doing great. And what a great time to finish the season.
And a terrific scenario here for both teams, a chance to make the playoffs. Let's take a look at those standings before we get started. Right now, you're going to see the Renegades half a point ahead of the Fireballs. That means for the Fireballs, if they win the game day, they will jump into the playoffs as the number 3 seed. For the Renegades, if they win or tie the game day, they will advance to the playoffs, also into that number 3 seed. Beginning here with Division 6 doubles, CRB and Flores taking on Joseph and Cabrera.
CRB serves. Our first match of the evening has begun. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. CRB, 8 line. Here's the backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Flores is there. Flores back to the inside. Cabrera takes this on the bounce at the 13. Joseph now from the left side. Backhand. Caught by Flores. Scooped up by Cabrera on the left side. Flores again at the side wall. Low runner. Scooped up by Cabrera. Cabrera advances to the 8, backhand, low and hard to the inside. Flores with a tip ball. First point of the evening goes to the Fireballs, Joseph and Cabrera.
Well, this is a very interesting and even matchup to start the game day here. You got Cabrera in the backcourt, arguably one of the best players in this division. And then for the Renegades up in the front, you got CRB, who, if you look at the shots, he is the most aggressive front quarter. So it's a battle of the matchups.
There's an example right there.
Yep.
The drop shot off the serve was caught and returned by Joseph. Joseph got it, flipped it up, and scored. Well done. 2 points for Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs.
Well, coming into tonight,
that happened so quick.
I mean, look at this play here by Joseph. Lowest catch rate of any player in Battle Court.
Oh, right in his cesta.
You throw the stats away in a game day like this, you got to win it, and he comes out firing. Great stop.
Split placement by CRB will score. CRB and Flores of the Renegades on the board with a point and the serve.
But as I was saying, there's the counter by CRB. Comes right back with a split placement here. Doesn't want to give Joseph an opportunity with that right side because he's so powerful. If he is able to make the catch, split him up. Cabrera's a little late to react to those shots. Perfectly done there.
Yeah, when Joseph does get to the ball, he can do some damage on the right side. That ball is tipped at the 11 line. A third point for Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Joseph serves. And CRB's just been going for everything as far as the serve is concerned. See if he goes for it again.
Well, perfect placement, though, by Cabrera on that backhand. Again, right on the side wall.
Illegal carom serve. Ball must hit the front wall first. Fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Look for is also in the bottom third in catch rate of all players in battle court, but he's still 10 percentage points above where Joseph is. He's just below 90% for us.
CRB picks another one. Split placement, juggled, then dropped. That's a second point for CRB and Flores. Split placement scoring. CRB has the serve for the Renegades.
Well, so far this has kind of been exactly what we've expected and lived up to the billing. CRB's been very aggressive, taking those shots and testing Joseph on the outside. It's the best way for them to win. You don't want to play this rally game with Cabrera. Over the last few years, he's established that he'll win that.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
And particularly in this division. He's a taller backcourter. It's hard to pass him. He's got great power, and just simply, he's a better catcher than most.
He catches so well, yeah. Absolutely.
And that's really what it comes down to, anchoring it down in the back.
Cabrera to the outside, low runner, coming in hard, crossing the wall, and scoring. A 4th point for Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Joseph serves.
Well, so far he's just been killing Flores here in the backcourt. I mean, crossing the sidewall consistently deep and pretty low. That's exactly where you want to put him, and there's really no play for that.
It's a good serve by Joseph. Backhand, lifted high. Cabrera makes the catch in the air. Backhand to the inside. Robote, left side. Cabrera will take this on the bounce. Crossing the wall. Flores with the catch. Backhand from the 11. Cabrera reaches behind and make the catch hard to the inside. Flores is there. Great catch. Robote forehand. Kicks up. CRB has it. Cabrera calls for it. Hard throw. Coming in and scoring. A 5th point for Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs. This is possible set point.
I'll tell you, the Fireballs have come to play tonight because that's a play that maybe in the regular season they haven't really made. They're communicating well. Joseph is looking out for Cabrera. He's moving that way, makes the stop, puts one along the side wall, and makes it 5-2. Well done.
Cabrera from the 9. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall. Played low and hard. Cabrera makes the catch. Backhand 2-all, scores on the second bounce.
Yep.
Point and set for Joseph and Cabrera, who win the first set. 6-2, 2 minutes go on the board, come back out, player next set. My, oh my.
Yeah, I mean, it happened pretty quickly. I mean, that's the thing, if you're CRB and he starts to throw a couple of these shots and they don't really work out, I mean, he's just feeding the opposition. Cabrera to his right side, Joseph one time, but, you know, that's the risk when you're an aggressive player. They don't work out. I mean, he's got to be throwing those shots way further to the outside and ensuring that it's Joseph or nobody.
And also, we're seeing Cabrera move more than we've seen for the most part all season. Again, had an injury early on in the season, kind of ill-defined, but basically going down to the floor was really bothering him. Also, lateral movement was giving him some difficulty. Not tonight. Communication, as you pointed out, is excellent with Joseph. He's moving to the ball and keeping it in the backcourt. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. And if I'm not mistaken, this is our last.
This is it, Stu. Last game day of the regular season here.
It's all playoffs after this and finals, right?
Playoffs next Friday, all day. So we have a doubleheader next Friday, and
I'm
then the
sorry, I have
following
lunch plans. I'm not going to be able to be here.
You may have to move them up. You might be. I mean, depending on your definition of lunch, and when you eat lunch, and you might, it could still be lunch.
In Jai-Alai, about 10 o'clock at night.
2:30 that first semifinal next week. We know it's going to be the Warriors and Cyclones, so we can break that news. 2:30 p.m. Warriors and Cyclones, and then the Devils will play the winner of tonight's game day. That will be either the Renegades or Fireballs. Again, to clarify the playoff scenarios, for the Renegades, it's a win or tie. So if they win the game day or tie, they're just looking to get 3 matches. They will advance to the playoffs and move into the number 3 seed. For the Fireballs, they need to win the game day. So they need to win 4 of the 6 matches. Let's give you the rest of the slate here. We got Gosheri and Arats coming up next in singles. Then Division 3 doubles. It'll be Goanaga and Amigarena against Urrutia and Cabrera. Then back to singles with Ben against Ikeda. Then 2 doubles to close it out. You got Gosheri and Amigarena against Urrutia and Arats. Then Goanaga and CRB against Lalu and Ikeda. Those are the 6 matches we got set 2 beginning here in our first one. There's the serve.
Excellent serve by CRB to start things off. Rebote coming out. Rebote to the inside. Cabrera, forehand Rebote. It had the distance. CRB with the floater, winding up.
Oh,
drop shot to the inside. Cabrera got there. 2-all, stopped, but not held on to by CRB. Excellent play by Cabrera, making it all the way. First point of the second set goes to Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs.
Well, you nailed it right on the head, Stu. I mean, he is moving so much better, and it just adds another element to this team. I mean, in the regular season, he's just letting Joseph go for that, and he's making a play whether he catches it or not. I mean, do or die here. He goes all the way up for it, then puts a split placement on it. Tougher catch for CRB and drops it.
Here's the backhand. Caught in the backcourt by Cabrera. Big backhand. Flores is there. Cabrera takes us on the bounce on the left side. Low runner coming in fast. Caught by Flores. Backhand 2-all. Caught in the air by Joseph. Cabrera from the 9 line. Backhand to the inside. Flores gets to the sidewall. Backhand. Will pass. Rebote left side. Thrown hard. Coming in. Stopped by CRB. Great catch. Cabrera on the carom. That lands out. First point for CRB and Flores in the second set for the Renegades. Tied up 1-1.
You know, one thing I was looking at this week, we had a bunch of time, I was looking at the team stats. Just the entire Fireballs team. They throw more shots than just about anybody. I think they rank like second in team, but their out-of-play rate is the highest of any team, giving away a bunch of points. And Cabrera, that was a golden opportunity, pushed it just a bit wide.
Backhand to the inside. Floater scooped up by Flores, juggling on the catch of Flores. Ball was juggled. That is a point for Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Joseph serves.
He does not like it, but let's see. I'm going to guess that the ref was all over that one. Tough catch along the sidewall, and yep, there it is. You can see.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good, landing between the 4 and 7 line.
Yeah, you could see for a moment that ball popped completely out of the basket.
CRB picks the serve. Outside placement, scores. Beautifully thrown by CRB. 2-2. CRB serves for the Renegades.
Well, great counter, and the Renegades needed one like that. When CRB throws those shots, like we were alluding to earlier, this is what he's got to do. He's got to push him further to the outside, throw those filos so Cabrera can't get to it, and Joseph is on the move when he's making the catch. Perfect execution, ties it up.
It's a good serve by CRB. There's the backhand, powerfully thrown. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand by CRB. Picked up on the bounce by Cabrera. Hard and inside. What a scoop by Flores. Rebote to the inside, cut off in the air by CRB. The Philo will score. A third point for CRB and Flores. CRB has the serve.
That was a pretty big sequence for the Renegades, and it could flip the momentum of this match. I mean, Flores got beat on that exact throw about 3 or 4 times in set number 1. He scoops it up, and then CRB is able to attack on the following opportunity and kill it to give him the lead.
Excellent catch by Cabrera off the wall. Hard backhand, caught by Flores.
He's definitely a little more energized, you can see, after making that great catch along the wall.
That ball stays inside and scores. A third point for Joseph and Cabrera. We're tied up at 3-3. Joseph serves for the Fireballs.
Tough one. Dropped between them, ended up as a big bouncer, and Flores is retreating into that corner. It's a floater. That is not the easiest catch in the world.
Not when you're trying to beat the ball into the corner, it's not. It's a good serve by Joseph. Here's the backhand by Flores. Swing and a miss on the rebote by Cabrera. A fourth point for CRB and Flores of the Renegades. CRB has the serve.
Looked a little out of control to me. It's just a violent swing on that rebote.
Trying to send it to the moon.
Yeah. Untimely miss, and lead right back to the Renegades. I mean, this match did go 3 sets when they met up earlier in the regular season. Fireballs did win it, but it's a tough one.
That hard backhand to the inside will score. 4-4 is the score. Joseph will serve.
And Cabrera's been delivering those to the inside all match long. Scooped one up a few points ago. It got him a little momentum, but right back to it, a miss, and now 4-4.
Flores on the catch. Backhand. Joseph gets in there, makes the play back to the inside. Flores a little late, but gets in there. Backhand. Ooh. Clears the overhead screen. Cabrera hooks it outside. 5th point for CRB and Flores. Possible set point here for the Renegades.
Yeah, he was running out of space as he was moving to try to track down that rebote, and he played it to his left side, and the only really way for that ball to travel is to the outside and ultimately well out of play. Renegades with a chance here to take it to a 3rd set.
Cabrera, backhand, low and hard to the inside. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We're at 5-5 in our 2nd set. So it is possible match point for the Fireballs, Joseph and Cabrera. Possible set point, forcing a 3rd set for the Renegades.
Big in so many ways. You got Cabrera playing 2 matches. He's got a tough Division III doubles.
Fault, underserve. 2nd serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
If he can save up a little energy here by avoiding a 3rd set, that could be the difference.
Agreed.
Got to get this serve in, though, and CRB's been extra aggressive. He's got a 2nd serve right here. I expect him to go for it if he can. But that's right on the wall. You're not picking that one.
Flores on the catch. Big backhand follows. Rebote by Cabrera. Split placement. Caught on the forehand of Flores. That ball is tipped. Point and set to CRB and Flores. A 3rd set will be played in just 2 minutes. Wow.
So, as was the case the first time they met up, we're going to a 3rd set here, Stu. That is a perfect throw there by Flores, high off the front wall. It's a big bouncer, kicking up right at Cabrera's feet. He's not able to catch it in the air, leaves himself a tricky bounce. And the 3rd set coming up, 6-5. The Renegades escape.
I am curious. It's like, I know highlight-wise, just, by watching with my eyes, but not statistically. Who does the 3rd set favor in this case? I have my opinion, but it's not based on any numbers.
Well, I know early in the season, I may have to do some additional research on this as we're talking, but earlier in the season, I know for sure that we put that up as one of the team stats. Historically, and what we've seen between these 2 teams, you got to give the advantage to the Renegades. And to that point, Stu, I mean, all 5 matches that were played previously in the regular season went to a 3rd set, and the Renegades won 4 out of the 5. 2 of those matches were 5-5. One of them was 6-4, and the other was 6-2, won by the Renegades. So you see, I mean, it's just 1 point that could have flipped 2 matches, and here we are in a game day that could decide the regular season. I mean, really, every point does matter, and every point makes a big difference.
Absolutely. It also backs up what I was thinking.
Yes, I mean, right, I mean, between these 2, and also along those lines, the Fireballs and Renegades, historically against one another, the Fireballs are 0-8-3 all time against the Renegades. That's across 4 seasons of battlecourt since the Fireballs were introduced to this league back in season 5. They have never beaten the Renegades, and that's the task tonight. They got to win, and they're in. But if Joseph and Cabrera lose right here, I mean, it's going to be an even tougher battle than what was already ahead of them. I mean, they need this match. You can't really expect Arats to beat Gaucheri up next. You're sending out Arruti and Cabrera against Goenaga and Amigarena in what will be a must-win for the Fireballs. Then Ikeda against Ben, another must-win for the Fireballs. You know, you win this one. Best case scenario for the Fireballs is it's 3-1 heading into the final 2 matches, and you got Gaucheri and Goenaga in the last 2, which have been the head of the snake for the Renegades for quite some time.
We're about to find out. Begins with a good serve. Here's the backhand by Flores. Rebote left side. That's too high. That's the overhead screen. First point of the decisive 3rd set goes to CRB and Flores of the Renegades. CRB serves.
Again, a little erratic with the rebote. You know, he's just kind of swinging for the fences. I know you don't want to lay one up and let CRB attack, but also, I mean, he's given away now 4 points.
And he's got enough skill to keep it away from CRB.
Right. I mean, he's got enough skill to just certainly get that in play and continue the rally. That's what we're talking about. The unforced errors have been killing this team. And again, right here again, you see it early in this 3rd set.
Powerful backhand. Saved on the rebote by CRB. Cabrera advances. Backhand, right to the corner. Flores for the rebote. Makes the save. Cabrera advances, makes the catch. Hard throw to the inside. Scoop by Flores. Rebote on the wall. That clears the screen. Flores will move up. He has it on the forehand. Karam stopped by Joseph. Joseph, three-wall play, stopped by CRB. Catch by Cabrera. Backhand to the inside along the wall. The rebote saved by Flores. Here's Joseph. Backhand, powerfully to the inside. Cabrera down low. Backhand from the 8 line to the inside.
Oh, he tipped it.
Ball was tipped in the front court. 2 points for CRB and Flores of the Renegades. CRB serves.
Boy, I was praising that communication in that first set, and now you see Cabrera aggressively telling him that that's his ball. You know, he just can't make that type of mistake. You know, he might get anxious in the third set, but still, you got to trust that Cabrera's going to be there, and he was.
Backhand by Cabrera. Rebote comes out to the 7 line.
Oh, that's
turned with a
trouble.
light touch and scoring. 3 points for CRB and Flores. CRB serves. I don't know that a drop shot Karam rebote is in his bag of tricks, but that's what it was.
No, but they'll take it. Just above the pad and with such a soft touch that there's just no shot for Joseph to get up there.
Powerful backhand by Cabrera. Caught by Flores. Rebote forehand back to the inside. Flores on the bounce. Missed the ball. First point in the third set for Joseph and Cabrera. Joseph has the serve.
What we've seen with Flores is he's a total confidence player. So
absolutely.
I mean, he can make one catch and that could keep him going for a few points. He can also miss one and that could, you know, stick in his head for the next
Throw him off, absolutely.
This is a point in the match where he's just got to forget about it because he's really stepped up the last 2 sets after a shaky first.
Powerful backhand. Rebote.
Keeps it away from Cabrera.
Rebote by Joseph, a light touch. CRB has it winding up. Going for the 2-all that opens wide and scores. That's beautifully thrown by CRB. A 4th point for CRB and Flores of the Renegades. CRB serves.
Especially at this division, there's no defense for a perfect shot. I mean, it gives CRB a really good opportunity from the outside, but gets it to open up wide. Skips pretty hard, lands in. That's just perfect execution to give him a 4-1 lead.
Cabrera, powerful backhand right to the corner. Rebote, save. Cabrera calls for it, makes the catch, clears everyone out. Big backhand coming in low. Scoop by Flores. Flores again, this time from the 9 line. Cabrera midcourt, backhand, 2 pass. Rebote forehand, up and away. That's out of play. A 2nd point for Joseph and Cabrera. Of the Fireballs, Joseph serves.
Well, it's perfect little backhand to the corner right there. Cabrera didn't overthrow it, dropped it there, so
absolutely.
Flores had to play it coming back at him, and that just escaped. I mean, the fewer balls that CRB can touch, the better for the Fireball, so playing that rally game really isn't all too bad. Just got to get the serves by him, too, and they got that one. Oh, that's out. Oh.
That ball lands out and scores. 3rd point for Joseph and Cabrera. Joseph serves.
Some of the Renegades barking over at Flores, not happy with that shot selection.
Well, that also doesn't help. I mean,
exactly.
He's obviously not happy.
I was going to get there, Stu. You know.
He's obviously not happy. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. Please go on.
No. You got it. You nailed it. That's what we've worked together so long. You knew exactly what I was going to say, and you were right on it.
Big backhand by Flores. Rebote to the 8 line. Turn to the inside by Cabrera. And scoring. 4-4 is the score here in the 3rd set. Joseph serves.
Wow, this is crunch time. I mean, the NBA, the last 2 minutes is clutch time. I mean, this is it here. See who can do better. Renegades historically been the ones to convert. The Fireballs can flip that narrative tonight in a big way.
Here's a catch by Cabrera. Backhand to the inside. Scoop by Flores.
That's a great catch.
Cabrera low and hard again. Caught in the air by Flores. Cabrera from the 9.
And there's really
Cabrera behind him makes the catch.
Sorry, Stu. No, there's the threat of the backhand 2-all. CRB's not playing too aggressively.
Scoop by Cabrera. Backhand thrown powerfully. Scoop by Flores.
2 great catches on this point now for Flores.
Backhand low and hard to the inside. That one will score 5 points for Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs. This is possible match point.
4 points in a row here for the Fireballs to sneak ahead and take a late lead. We said what's at stake. This is huge. They need this one. No.
Here's a catch by Cabrera. He gets up there. He passes Flores. Flores looking for the remote. Goes to the floor. He makes the save. Cabrera Pie with the catch. Backhand splitter. Scores on the second bounce. That is point, set, and match for Joseph and Cabrera. Winning it 6-4 in the third set.
Wow. 5 straight points for the Fireballs, and Joseph and Cabrera with a big comeback win to get them on the board first. And the Fireballs need to win the game day. The Renegades just need a tie to advance to the playoffs. Fireballs lead 1-0 as we head over to singles Division I, Gaucheri and Arats.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
We are here with our winners, Joseph and Cabrera. What a comeback, guys. 5 straight points to steal that one right out of the Renegades' hands. What was the mood like in the locker room before this game day, Joseph? Or Chris, yeah.
Man,
Go for it.
The mood was like, today is the playoff. The playoff is today for us. And, you know, we're glad to get this win. I'm here ready to cheer on the rest of my teammates. Almost broke my neck on that backflip, but it was hella worth it. Venga!
Well, Chris, we'll ask you this too. I mean, given the rest of the game day here, did you feel like this match was really a must-win for you guys?
Of course. Every match that we're playing today is a must-win. I know we only need 4 of them, but every match is a must-win. We can't take any of the matches we have lightly because everybody's really, really good. And it's, like he said, it's a playoff atmosphere. We have, you know, it's win and in, or we lose, we're going home, so.
Awesome, guys. Well, you did your job there. Got the first win. We'll see you a little bit later, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Let's go Fireballs.
Up next, a battle of the brothers in singles, too. Always fun when Gaucheri and Arats match up. Gaucheri has really dominated this series, though. He has won all 3 matchups dating back to last season. He's hoping to make it 4 in a row right here.
Well, it would be quite the upset if Arats was able to beat Gaucheri. And again, if it's going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen here.
Some crazy stuff happens towards the end of the season, and this would be the opportunity, and a big one at that. So when they played earlier in the season, Stu, back on September 17th, that was one of the matches that came down to the final point of a third set. So Gaucheri did win at 6-5 in a third set. Arats won the first set. He can do it, you know?
He can.
See what he's got here against the older brother in singles. Gaucheri 7-1 this year. Arats just 3-6. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 2. Representing the Renegades, we have number 20, Gaucheri. And for the Fireballs, it's Arats.
All right, Andrew.
There's the serve by Gaucheri. We begin our second match. Arats keeps the backhand. Actually kicks up to the middle of the court. Gaucheri sends it high and deep. Passing to the inside. Robote 2-wall. Going to the ground. Gaucheri stops it outside. Sends a powerful forehand back. It scores. Gaucheri gets the first point of match number 2.
Arats made a good effort at trying to strike with a 2-all, but Gaucheri was all over it. got to the ball, stopped it, returned it. Arats got assessed on it, I think. It's like he gets up, but Gaucheri's right there. If he didn't tap it with the cesta there when it went by him, it was close.
Arats gets up on the serve, sends the backhand high to the inside. Gaucheri steps back and makes the catch. Ooh, that backhand got away from him. That's up and out of play. Arats ties it up, 1-1.
Well, we've seen Gaucheri throw harder, but it's tough to beat the power behind that one. That ball released high and was going fast. Rather fortunate there's a front wall or someone in valet might have gotten hit with that.
Long rebote tracked down at the 8 line, dropped inside. Gaucheri picks it up. Costado, 2-wall, opens and scores. Gaucheri takes the lead back, 2-1.
That's what it is with Gaucheri. Once he gets it on the Costado, especially comfortably, is he going inside? Is he going with the 2-wall? He throws both equally well, equally devastating. It's hard to play against.
Backhand floated high to the inside. Gaucheri backs up to make the catch. Arats takes off early. Rebote played up at the 7 line. Gaucheri moves in. Costado, there's a 2-wall. Arats is on this one. Shoots a forehand. That scores off the side wall. 2-2. Arats ties it up.
There's one where Arats reads his brother's body language perfectly, commits the outside hard, makes the catch comfortably, and just knows that he has to cross the side wall and keep it out of the reach of Gaucheri. He did that well there.
Gaucheri sends this one high. And, Arats got trapped there deep in the corner. Can't play the rebote. That's 3 for Gaucheri. He'll serve.
Okay, that was a bold effort by Arats. He knew he was beaten. Again, when you see players in singles committing to the back, the risk is that they're going to get passed. If they get passed, it's over. Arats got passed, and yet he still tried to take that off of the back wall to 13 line and try to make something happen. We've seen it happen before. Just wasn't going to happen that time.
Arats, low backhand to the inside. Gaucheri takes it in the air. Arats backs up, dropped that one along the wall. Leads up to 2 for Gaucheri.
Gaucheri keeping the ball on the side wall, not throwing it particularly hard. Arats makes those catches all day. Arats playing a little tight.
That serve cross late. Arats picks it up deep in the backcourt. Gaucheri. Now Arats inside at the 11 line, sends it up high. That clears the screen. Rebote kind of died, and Gaucheri missed it. 3 now for Arats.
Arats got the backhand back over Gaucheri's head. Gaucheri was in position for a rebote, but that ball just kind of fell out of the air. Duffed off the back wall. Not much of a rebote for Gaucheri to play.
Backhand right into that corner. It's right along the side wall, but Arats able to save the rebote. Gaucheri with the catch. Sends it back. Arats steps back and makes the play in the air. Long rebote fired up the middle. Arats from the Costado. Inside placement. Gaucheri read it. Picks it up along the side wall. Sends it high. Rebote coming back out. Arats rather off his footing. Makes the play. Gaucheri scoops it. Puts it inside. Arats
what a catch.
Out with one hand.
Look
makes
at that
the
throw.
Play. Passes into the corner.
Oh, and a chula. That's the best play I've seen. I don't know when, but it's been a long time. That was amazing.
I'm right there with you, Stu. 4-4 is the score. Arats serves.
I mean, the scoop is just, ride or die. You got to make this. Okay, so he makes it, flips it back without holding, and drops it into the what? The chula. Wow.
It's coming out on the final night.
Gaucheri won with a couple of those the other day. Now they're winning against him.
That serve cross late. Gaucheri picks it up, fires it hard inside. Arats takes it in along the wall. Arats moves up, stops at the 8 line, shoots it up the middle.
Trouble.
Gaucheri attacking, 2-wall.
Oh, what a catch.
Picks it off, great catch. Inside placement, scores with the forehand. So Arats has 5. He takes the lead into a possible set point.
So, yeah, I mean, this is just aggressive play by both players. It's a beautiful 2-wall, but look at Arats. Everything he can to make sure that he doesn't bobble or drop that ball. Both feet off the ground. Beautiful catch, and just blasts it back to score. Let's see if he can finish off this set.
Well, Arats did win the first set the last time they matched up. Gaucheri picks it up off the floor. Sends it back. Arats committed. Tries to get out late. He does make the save. Gaucheri's got a chance, though. Oh, got caught between a couple shots. Hits a floater. Arats picks it up. Turns it inside.
Beautiful scoop.
It's scooped up back at the 10. Great recovery. Robote floated up. Big bounce. Picked up by Gaucheri. Inside placement, scores. 5-5. This is set point.
Gaucheri's done a great job of coming back over these 2 points. I know it's only 2 points, but Arats has had momentum on his side, in complete control here. Makes a great catch. Arats commits to the outside. Gaucheri puts it right back to the inside. Put the ball where your opponent's not. It's exactly what Gaucheri did there.
Gaucheri, what a tough catch there along the sidewall. Sends it high, right up the middle. Robote's coming out. Arats falls down. It's a 2-wall. Tries to get up out of the way, but he will not. Gaucheri scores with the costado. He takes the first set 6-5. 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
Look, it went 5-5. You can't ask for more than that. Aggressive play by both Arats and Gaucheri. You're watching Battlecourt live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our second of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Focus on Gaucheri.
Yeah, another great season in singles for Gaucheri. Only suffering that 1 loss. That was back against Nicholas, was his only loss this year in singles, and that was a pretty big surprise. And you see another one there in Division I singles. That was when Goenaga substituted and Douglas beat him. That was back on October 24th. So 7-1 for him, and Arats over here just 3-6. Not all too bad for a player that was playing down in Division II, not known for his singles game, but he's a fighter, and he'll do that right till the end.
Arats is definitely a fighter. There's no question about it.
And in a game day for the Fireballs, they need to win it. So far, they lead 1-0, but Gaucheri, look at a match. He takes the first set of match 2. Coming up next, Division III, that'll be Goenaga and Amigarena against Urrutia and Cabrera in another match that, you feel like the Fireballs, they gotta win it if they want to take the game day. And you love the mindset with Cabrera, too, that, all of these are must-wins. You just, look, every match we have an opportunity. Don't want to take anything too lightly.
Or lightly at all. I mean, you don't want to wait till the last match on any of this. Get it done as quickly as possible, because you got to get it. You got to get by the Gaucheri singles monster.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really the one that the Renegades figured they should win, really. We got the first set here, 6-5, but it's close.
Arats not making it easy for anybody.
No, not at all. He hasn't all season. Arats could really be closer to 500 if a couple of those last points in third sets go a different way. There's a serve by Arats. We begin set number 2 with a backhand. Lifted into the corner. That's close to the sidewall. Arats plays the Robote, but Gaucheri picks it off. Doesn't want to overthrow the backhand, but Arats comes flying in, makes a catch along the wall. Arats, good step there at the 10 line, sends the backhand high. Bote's coming out. Gaucheri, powerful forehand Bote, wall to wall. Gaucheri back it up, he scoops it up. Bullet from the 8, shooting out. Arats falls down, there's the 2-wall, but not enough. Gaucheri picks it up, sends it high, lands in, and scores to the outside. Gives Gaucheri first point of set 2.
Arats is doing something a little bit different than I've seen him do before. Catching, take a look, catching on the left side, stopping the ball. A little bit more like we've seen of all players, someone new to battlecourt, Etcheberry. When he makes the catch on the backhand, he's done it now 2 or 3 times. Caught, collected himself, and then made the throw afterwards.
Catch inside there by Gaucheri, the backhand. Floated up from the 10. Arats moves in, shoots a 2-wall. That's going to open. Oh, but not enough. Gaucheri picks it off. Crow hop and fires the forehand.
That was in his cesta.
That scores. 2 points for Gaucheri.
I mean, next to impossible to stop. The ball was coming very fast. It was coming off of the floor and side wall, really spinning when it got into Arats' cesta. But Arats has not been deterred from throwing these 2-walls. Just Gaucheri's been there for the most part every time.
So back to an earlier question, you were talking about the 5-5s. We do have the stats, courtesy of Say Highline.
Okay.
For the fireballs, I think they are 10 and 16 in 5-5, and the Renegades are 12 and 17. So both haven't been very good this season.
Still good to know.
Valuable information. Bote played back inside. Arats sends it up high. That clears the screen. That's coming out. Gaucheri picks it up at the 6 line, plays it up the middle. Doesn't overthrow it. Arats doesn't get a lot on it. Inside placement from Gaucheri. Faked him. Gives him a 3-0 advantage.
That's a perfect example of, you got to choose. You got to pick. Gaucheri, perhaps better than anyone in all of battlecourt when he's got it right there and you're standing in the middle of the court. As soon as you twitch to the outside or stay to the inside, he's going to make his choice. A number of players can do it, just not as consistently as Gaucheri.
Hard serve, crossing deep. Arats takes it in. Gaucheri, flying catch. There's the backhand coming in low. Arats steps up, takes it in the air. Gaucheri moving out for this Bote, stops at the 7 line. Bote fired up. It's by Arats. He makes a save going out of the ground.
Scoop beautiful scoop.
By Gaucheri, 2-wall follows, and it scores. A perfect shot there. 4-0 lead.
Now, the replay on that would just show a beautiful, beautiful costado 2-wall off of the scoop and just all the control. Arats makes the play to the inside. Gaucheri has to reach in. Beautiful scoop. And just, wow. Picture perfect.
Yeah, the 2-wall, too. It's just awesome. Serve takes Arats to the middle of the court. Backhand still passing to the inside. Gaucheri, feeler Bote. Oh, not enough. Arats shoots a carom. That does not open.
Enough.
Gaucheri from the outside gets that 2-wall to
open.
Head
first.
And score. Arats tangled up in the net. That's 5 points. Possible set. Possible match point here for Gaucheri.
Arats giving that everything he had to get his cesta onto the ball. Again, he throws the carom. I imagine he expected that carom to open up a bit more. Oh, he got. Oh,
he did get there, buddy.
But he stepped. He stepped on the screen. He stepped on the screen. It's something we can't even really describe to you. Just think about it. If you step on the screen and that screen is between the sole of your shoe and it's like ice skating.
Backhand stays along the wall. Gaucheri on the Bote. Hard throw up the middle, passing to the inside. Arats turns it 2 walls, scooped up in the middle of the court. Arats at Bote, right to Gaucheri in the air. 2-wall to end it. That scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Gaucheri in straight sets wins it 6-5, 6-0. and ties up that game day 1-1. Renegades need the tie to advance to the playoffs. And Gaucheri pushes them one win closer. When we return, it will be Division III doubles, another true toss-up. Goanaga and Amigarena take on Urrutia and Cabrera. Let's take a look at some replays from our Division I singles match. All Gaucheri in set 2. Take a look at how it panned out early. Forehand along the wall. That's a tough one to handle. Just so much power, precision, crossing in the right spot. Then Arats here, yeah, kind of got caught and then tried to take the rebote on the quick bounce deep in the backcourt. Look at the defense here. Gaucheri picks it off the net. Yeah, you know.
Again, he got out there beautifully and just rifled it back in to score.
It's a lot of power behind that throw. Inside placement here, but
had that been just a little closer to the side wall, may have been more difficult for Gaucheri. But wow, what a 2-all that was.
He had it going. 2-all working, and that's
that carom
usually bad for the opponents. 2-all here again from the outside. Gaucheri.
Yeah, stepping on that screen is just...
gets all tangled up in that net.
I mean, the lady walking on the outside could have helped him out.
It's just,
you know.
It's Miami, Stu. She's not.
Oh, that's right. She's oblivious to the fact that anybody fell next to her.
Let's take a look at that game day score now. 1-1 through our first 2. The Renegades need 3, and they will advance to the playoffs. See that bottom row? That's where the rest of the league stands. Cyclones locked into the number 1 seed, Devils locked into the 2, and the winner of tonight's game day, whatever happens, whatever the score, will be the number 3 seed, and the Warriors have locked in their spot as the 4 seed. So both teams, Fireballs and Renegades, control their own destiny in the last regular season game day. We're going to hear from our winner, Gaucheri, here in just a few moments. Joined by team captain of the Renegades, Gaucheri, tying up the game day 1-1. We asked the Fireballs earlier, but we'll ask you, what's your mindset and what's your message to the team going into this final game day?
That is like if we are playing like the playoffs. If we lose, we are going out. So it's like a playoff game. You have to make 3 points, and that's the mindset. Make 3 points if we can 4, but the goal is to make 3 and go to the playoffs.
Yeah, and you knew that you were playing in singles in this match. How much confidence did you have in your game and yourself that you'd be able to get that point up on the board for your side?
I knew that it was going to be a difficult game because he's my brother, and it's difficult to play always against a brother because you want to win. You want to win, and I want to win him too, and and I don't know. I play good and I win.
Awesome, Gaucheri. Great start for you in tonight's game day. Congratulations and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Division III doubles up next. That'll bring out Goanaga and Amigarena against Urrutia and Cabrera. The Renegades 5-4 this season, and the Fireballs team 4-5. Urrutia and Cabrera coming into this one losers of 3 of their last 5 matches. Renegades coming in slightly better form, and they did win the previous matchup of these 2 teams. But this was another one, Stu, that went down to the 3rd set, final point, and the Renegades did get a win.
Goanaga serves. Our first set has begun. Catch by Goanaga midcourt. Here's the backhand. He lets this one go. Rebote coming way out. Urrutia powerfully to the inside. Rebote save with control. Urrutia from the 4 line. Drop shot. Will score on the second bounce. First point of the first set goes to Urrutia and Cabrera of the Fireballs.
Misspoke, so I got my numbers mixed. It was Division I doubles that went to the last point. This one still went to the 3rd set, deep into a 3rd set, and Goanaga and Amigarena did get the win. So they're coming in a little more confident but it's tough against Urrutia, who really accelerates the pace.
No question about it.
He'll throw a bunch of shots. I mean, kind of the antithesis there with a drop shot. But he's got the finesse, too. He's adding that to his game this year. Trying to put it all
serve
together.
by Urrutia. Here's the backhand. Miguelina to the inside. Urrutia from the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Straight to the backcourt. Miguelina's there. Urrutia calls for the rebote. Makes the save. Goanaga has it. Winding up. Great read. Great catch by Cabrera. Costado 2-all stop. Juggled is the call. Juggling the call, Urrutia and Cabrera have 2 points. Urrutia has the serve.
You just love the aggressive mindset for Urrutia. Coming out in this match, throwing a few shots early, that is a major juggle. That's rolling around the hand for a second, too.
So, had it not lost contact with the cesta, it can roll up onto that hand. It can roll up onto that hand, but we saw the space where it bounced. And that's an important differentiator. It all happens in about a second, so.
No, but to play against this Renegades team, you have to attack them. I mean, they win all these long rallies, and Miguelina's been great filling in the backcourt, but they got the advantage up in the front. They got to take it. Oh, my God. Just threw
the
it right
Filo
at
will
him.
Score.
Oh, goodness.
Goanaga hit. 3rd point for Urrutia and Cabrera.
Oh. Well, maybe we'll see in the replay how hard he got hit, but I mean,
well, where he got hit too.
It's
like if the basket gets hit.
I mean, this is a problem, you know, with these feet. Oh God, did the tip of the basket hit him in the leg maybe or something? Let's see. Oh God, the ball went right. Yeah, hit the basket right into the leg. That's like a baseball player. They foul one off right into their leg. Ugh. They go down for a while. He's going to take a few moments, as he should.
Just unpleasant all the way around. Good throw by Urrutia. Here's the catch by Miguelina. Powerful backhand follows. Rebote to the inside by Urrutia. Here's Miguelina from the 12 line. Back to the inside. What a catch on the left side of Goanaga. Cabrera's there, reaching up. Goanaga winding up. Inside placement, scoop by Cabrera. Backhand. Caught in the air by Miguelina back at the 13 line. Urrutia from the 9. Powerful backhand. Goanaga calls for the rebote. Inside placement, stopped by Cabrera. Beautiful catch by Cabrera, pulling it off the wall. Cabrera again, difficult catch at the 12 line. Rebote forehand by Goanaga. Urrutia stays with it for the rebote. Back to the inside, along the wall in the corner. Miguelina makes the catch. Cabrera going for the rebote. He missed it. That's a point for Goanaga and Miguelina. Goanaga serves. I think Cabrera just couldn't get out of the way.
No, yeah, and then he just maybe tried to make a play late.
I heard a call. I don't know if it's not. I believe that was Urrutia calling him off.
It definitely was, but sometimes you're just so committed and you're in position that you can't get out of the way. But again, that's a communication. They're talking about it after. In the future, they know. Let that one come out. Urrutia's quick. Even when you don't think he's there, he might be there.
Yeah, he's usually there.
Yeah.
Catch in the air by Urrutia. Inside placement. Interference has been ruled by the chief judge. The chief judge has ruled interference. That point will be replayed. Goanaga will serve.
Yeah, let's see here again. There's contact. He gets hit.
So the question is, could he have gotten to it without that contact? And the answer is probably.
Yeah, I think he
probably. Probably. He asked for interference. Chief judge gave it to him. Urrutia picks the serve, 2-all rifled, stopped. Carambola return will score. 2 points for Goenaga and Amigarena of the Renegades. Goenaga serves.
Well, big counter here. It's a great opportunity off the serve. Pretty good 2-all. Throws it hard, but Goenaga snatches it right up outside. Carambola splitter. Splits him right up.
Backhand by Cabrera, low runner to the inside, scooped up by Amigarena. Robote. Robote left side to the inside. Amigarena on the run. Makes the catch. Cabrera now from the 10 line. Backhand. Beautiful catch by Amigarena. Overhead in the backcourt. Urrutia back to the 9 line. Low hard backhand coming in. Amigarena makes the play. Cabrera high overhead at the 12 line. Urrutia from the 10 line. Backhand. Amigarena's there. Powerful, powerful backhand. Robote coming in low. Goenaga makes the save. Urrutia is there. Split placement scores.
Perfect.
4 points for Urrutia and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
Well, coming into this match, I was looking at the backcourt numbers, and it's virtually identical for both Amigarena and Cabrera in terms of catch rate. So that means it's going to come down to the front quarters. Urrutia throws a few more shots. He's a little more aggressive. He may, in that, he'll throw a few more out of play. But it's what it's going to come down to. He's still firing early, got that one back, and now leads back to 2.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
And with Goenaga, too, he's not, I mean, you look at the stats, they don't show you that he's going to beat you with a lot of 2-alls and shots to the outside. He'll throw some drop shots, cortadas, but in that sense, Urrutia's got the advantage with a few shot opportunities to mix it up and move the defense around the entire court.
Cabrera, backhand from the 11 line. Robote by Goenaga to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Cabrera. Goenaga now from the 8. High and hard to the back wall. Robote forehand. Takes off, clears the overhead screen, comes back to the inside. Goenaga makes a save. Urrutia is there. Placement inside. Scores on the second bounce. A 5th point for Urrutia and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Possible set point.
Not a true drop shot, but a soft placement shot to the inside from the costado here. I mean, set up by just a big forehand Robote. Cleared the screen. Goenaga's on the back foot, lays it up, and Urrutia throws that.
And on the wall the whole way. Not a foot from the wall, not a couple inches from the side wall, on the wall.
I mean, got a lot of highlight of play in this match, but Urrutia's brought his A game.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good.
And that's, look, this is Goenaga, who moved up from Division III this season for the first time. Urrutia is a Division II player. I mean, this is just a match that if you want to knock off the Renegades, you have to win. And it starts with Goenaga and Gosheri. Opportunities right in front of them. So far, so good.
Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Backhand 2-all. Caught in the air by Goenaga.
Oh, no, Stu. Oh. And then
3 points for Goenaga and Amigarena. Goenaga serves.
There is a time and a place, and this is not the time or the place. It's Division III. You're up 5-2. Yeah, Division VI, I like it a little bit more in this division against Goenaga and Amigarena. I mean, they've played so well. They've won all these points with Urrutia doing it in the front. You don't need to be a hero in the back.
Hero? He threw it into the other guy's cesta.
Right, well, trying to be a hero.
There you go.
And ended up like Joseph on the flip.
That was a flip, wasn't it? I thought so.
That's the first time he's ever missed the backflip, folks, honestly. Yeah, we've never seen it.
Low runner to the inside. Amigarena comes in from the backcourt. Backhand. Cabrera, beautiful catch behind the 12. Robote to the outside. Goenaga's on it. Cabrera from the 10 line. Urrutia comes cross court, makes the catch. Hard backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote save attempt. That lands wide. 4 points for Goanaga and Amigarena. Still possible set point for Urrutia and Cabrera.
That's why the backhand two-wall miss earlier becomes so valuable. You just don't want to give away points against this Renegades team, and you don't want to let them stay out there any longer than they have to. They have a knack for coming back and staying in these matches. Just get in, get out, handle your business. You don't need the show to go along with it.
Low and hard to the inside. Goanaga comes cross court, makes the catch at the 9 line. Cabrera, backhand. Amigarena, beautiful catch at the 12. Cabrera, powerfully into the backcourt, out of the corner. Rebote forehand. Scooped up in the backcourt by Cabrera. Cabrera with a lighter touch. Amigarena's there.
Ooh,
Juggling on the catch of Cabrera. We're at 5-5 in our first set. This is set point. Quite a comeback.
And I hate to bring the attention back to it, but it all started with the backhand two-wall miss, and it's happened quickly. I mean, it's gotten these 4 points. 3 points, sorry. Right back in at 1 point to decide this set.
Powerful backhand by Cabrera. Rebote. Beautiful catch by Urrutia. Split placement, scooped up by Goanaga, and the two-wall will score. Point and a hard fought set for Goanaga and Amigarena coming back and winning at 6-5.
Wow, Stu, that is just that. They simply put that's tough if you're the Fireballs.
Goanaga that was so beautiful there at the end.
Right.
I mean, he had him, Urrutia had Goanaga dead to rights on that split placement. Goanaga reaches in, makes a great catch. Look at this. This is perfect, but look at that. Perfectly placed. Goanaga makes the catch, returns a two-wall, and look, Urrutia was about, what, 2, maybe 3 inches away from that? But reaching and running the whole way. Difficult to make that catch. So, the Renegades come back in the first set and take it.
What a turnaround. It's hard to stress how well they played the first 7 points of that set. They were up, the Fireballs were up 5-2, rolling along. Shots working for Urrutia, and he just was uninvolved the last 4 points.
Well, they took him out of
so
it.
Quickly.
They took him out of it. They started keeping everything in the backcourt. So Cabrera had that one rebote that he either went for or couldn't get out of the way of. I couldn't tell what happened there. And then he had the backhand two-wall that did not work out the way he wished it would. But apart from that, Urrutia,
though the catching was
playing
phenomenal.
Really well.
That's always been the case for the Fireballs, but. And the shot making too early seemed to be rolling, but the Renegades, as they do, Renegades always seem to find a way to come back, and they did so there. Stealing that set away 6-5 from Urrutia and Cabrera, but they got a second set coming up here. Fireballs still can win the match. They just need to win the next 2. Game day tied 1-1 right now. We are in our third match. Coming up next, it'll be Ben against Ikeda in singles.
And again, as you've heard so many times, the Fireballs need a game day win in order to secure their spot.
That's why even more pressure on all these points, and why that one could be even more devastating. But we'll see. It'll all be for naught here. They come back and win these next 2 sets.
We're ready to begin our second set. Urrutia has the serve for the Fireballs. A powerful serve by Urrutia is an ace. First point of the second set for Urrutia and Cabrera. I mean, Amigarena doesn't miss many. And that just came in.
No, all season long. I mean, Urrutia, third on the entire roster in Division III, averaging about an ace and a half per match. Got that one.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Migarena down low, backhand from the 10 line. Cabrera up high, backhand from the 12. Goenaga, powerfully, wall to wall from the left side. Urrutia. Ball tipped off the scoop attempt. That's 2 points for Urrutia and Cabrera. Urrutia has the serve.
Yeah, a little indecisive on that catch, and it just comes up on him a little quickly, too. Fireballs back in the position they were in the first set with the lead. They just have to close this one out.
Here's the backhand by Migarena. Urrutia from the 9 line. Backhand stays to the inside. And Migarena's there. Migarena now from the 13 line. Cabrera steps up. Backhand from the 10. Goenaga calls for the rebote. Beautiful catch by Goenaga. Rebote left side with a bounce. Urrutia again. Costado right up the middle. Picked up on the left side. Off the bounce by Migarena. Rebote forehand by Goenaga. Urrutia picks it up on the tip, rifles it inside, and it scores. 3 points for Urrutia and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
So much value in that. Costado hard to the inside. It's a tough hop for a Migarena, but all power here by Urrutia. Winds it up. It's a quick bounce, tries to scoop it up, and he just can't.
Well, he throws it hard, but he throws it hard with precision. Urrutia winding up. Costado picked up on the bounce by Migarena. Cabrera's there, backhand from the 11. Goenaga down from the 7. Hard throw. Caught in the air by Cabrera. Back to the inside it goes. Rebote straight out. Fine catch by Cabrera. Rebote forehand by Goenaga. Urrutia gets in there. Powerful backhand follows. Wall to wall from the left side. Goenaga calls for the rebote. Plays it back. Cabrera's there. Forehand rebote sends straight back. Urrutia again. Backhand from the 8. Caught on the forehand of Migarena. Right to the corner. What a catch by Cabrera. Crashing into the wall to make the play.
Yeah, he had a little late notice, and what a recovery.
Well, that ball really curved in as well. I mean, thrown really hard. Rebote forehand. Passes straight back out. Goenaga makes a save. Difficult play at the side wall is coming in and out of the cesta of Urrutia. That's the first point in the second set for Goenaga and Migarena. Goenaga serves.
Well, the placement is excellent by the Renegades, but that is just the spinniest floater you're ever going to see right there along the side wall.
Urrutia's catching's been spot on all match long. That was a tough one. Low hard backhand. It's a nice rebote save by Goenaga. Floater at the side wall. Caught. Urrutia again. That's 2 points for Goenaga Migarena. Urrutia. Cabrera with 3. Goenaga serves.
Well, just put this tape on when you say, you know, these floaters are tougher to catch than just about anything. And he's made every catch.
A slow ball is more difficult to catch than a fastball.
Every catch this match, 1,000 miles an hour. The only 2 have been back-to-back floaters, which have gotten the Renegades right back in the set.
Rebote left side, back to the inside. Big bounce brought down and a beautiful catch by Migarena. Cabrera on the catch, backhand. To the inside, and Migarena's there. Goenaga down from the 9 line. Cabrera way overhead, backhand to the inside. Robote. Robote forehand save. Urrutia attacks. Costado inside. Picked up in a beautiful catch off the bounce by Amigarena. Cabrera's there. Urrutia back to the inside, winding up. Costado inside, and Amigarena stops it. Robote forehand, straight up the middle. Caught by Amigarena. Gonaga calls for the Robote. Beautiful catch by Urrutia. That ball lands in and scores a 4th point for Urrutia and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
Powerful 2-wall.
That's
here.
what they needed, too.
Boom. Powerful into the sidewall and a difficult hop again. Now this time for Gonaga moving to the outside. Again, it's just putting pressure on the defense, forcing them to track that ball down, make a tough catch outside. I mean, that's what you got to do. Lead back to 2.
Powerful, powerful serve by Urrutia. Robote back to the inside, dropping, and a beautiful catch high on the left side of Amigarena. Cabrera to the forehand of Gonaga. Robote right up the middle. Gonaga makes the catch. He's winding up. Inside. Will score. That's a 3rd point for Gonaga and Amigarena. Gonaga serves. So Urrutia was calling pretty aggressively for that Robote. Again, I don't know that Cabrera could have gotten out of the way.
Right. No, I mean, I was watching that one intently, and I don't really know if he could have. I mean, that ball was dropping low. The only way for him to go was down to the floor, and that probably would have distracted Urrutia.
And also potentially gotten hit with the ball.
I mean,
well,
they're both there.
Yeah.
But what it does is it does get Cabrera out of position for this next throw. And I think that's why Urrutia wanted to play the Robote. But if Urrutia's on the floor,
and all Cabrera,
the outside open.
All Cabrera could have done literally to get out of that was just lay flat like a starfish. I mean, that was the only thing he could have done.
Right.
And if he would have laid his right arm down, he may have actually touched Urrutia.
Right. But in that case, too, he'd rather be beat inside or with a 2-ball. And I think the Fireballs were kind of dead. Just a great play by the Renegades to get that 3rd point.
Robote left side. Urrutia moves in, makes the catch. Split placement.
Clean
Caught.
Miss. I think it was a clean miss.
There's the backhand by Cabrera. Gonaga's there. Robote forehand. Straight to the backcourt. Here's Amigarena. Cabrera on the catch. Backhand from the 10. Robote. Cabrera again from the 10 to the inside. Two-all rifled in, stopped by Gonaga Carambola. Scoop attempt is tipped. 4-4 is the score. Gonaga has the serve for the Renegades. Well, this looks a little bit like the first set.
2-ball here. Well,
it did not open up. It just didn't open.
Around.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shot off the Robote, too, which we haven't seen Urrutia execute all too much in this match. I don't know if we've seen any. But it's just terrific defense by Gonaga. That's been his calling card all season. Ties it up 4-4.
Beautiful serve by Gonaga. Here's the backhand. Wall-to-wall, Robote coming out to the inside. Urrutia is on it. Sends it straight. What a catch by Amigarena. Cabrera from the 10. Back to the inside. Robote, the rebound off the back wall, played by Gonaga. Cabrera Pie makes a fine catch. Cabrera sends it back. Gonaga calls for it. Forehand Robote. Robote forehand rifled by Urrutia. On the wall, Cabrera makes a fantastic save. Gonaga's there, winding up, straight back. Scoop by Cabrera.
That's clutch.
Split placement, stopped by Urrutia. Scoop by Gonaga. Hard to the inside, that's low, 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 and it will score. 5 points for Goenaga and Amigarena, who've come back here in the second set. Possible. Match point.
You know, Goenaga, not the flashiest player in the world, but man, is he solid. I mean, he's just doing everything
You can never count him. You can never count him out.
The defense is impeccable. The catching, phenomenal. How about that scoop? And then keeps it so low that, I mean, it drops. That's a good foot in front of Cabrera before he goes to the ground to save that rebote.
That's the key to that shot, is you have to keep it low.
Fireballs are coming back into the cage. Team captain Arat's trying to fire up his guys because they know here if they drop a second match, put a lot of pressure on themselves to win the remaining three.
Cabrera on the catch. There's the backhand to the inside. Backhand by Cabrera. Goenaga from the 9 line. Wall to wall, rebote coming way out. Urrutia fires it to the inside, and Amigarena has a great pickup. Rebote forehand. Amigarena over the top. Cabrera's there. Rebote by Goenaga. Right to the inside. It's a beautiful catch by Cabrera. Urrutia lets this one go. Rebote coming all the way to the 2 line.
Overthrew it.
And it scores. That is point and a straight set victory for Goenaga and Amigarena, taking it 6-5, 6-4.
And a big step closer towards the playoffs now for the Renegades. They need just one of these next 3 matches. They send out Ben against Ikeda. Division 4 singles coming up next. But
all right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
joined by our winners here, Goenaga and Amigarena. Boy, what a clutch performance there, winning that in straight sets. How are you guys, I mean, down in both of them, how are you able to come back and get the win there?
Today, Goenaga played very well.
Yeah.
I did many mistakes, but fortunately he played awesome, one of the best games that we played together. So very happy that we win today because it's very, very important, this game.
Yeah, and now that you guys have got the win, you've taken one step closer to the playoffs. You guys were 6-4 this season together. What did you like about playing together?
Well, I think that we know each other since a long time ago. We are friends, and that also helps. So today was a really important game. We need the win. We didn't start well the first two sets, but we kept fighting. We won, and happy for that.
A way to capitalize there, guys. Second win. Good luck the rest of the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, they got Ben up next to try to clinch a playoff spot, and he will take on Ikeda here, Division 4 singles. Ikeda has really dominated this series over the last few seasons. He has won, well, the last two. Ben's only win against Ikeda in battlecourt singles came back in season 5. So that was just a few seasons ago, over 2 years now. But wipe the slate clean and a chance to send your team to the playoffs. That is what is in front of Ben. Again, a win here would send the Renegades to the playoffs and into the number 3 spot in our standings. We could take a look at the standings here for a second. For those that are that were curious here, so in the event of a tie, the Renegades and Warriors would both be at 7 points, but it would be the Renegades that would own the tiebreaker over the Warriors. So that's why, in any case, it's a 3 seed for the Renegades or the Fireballs, whoever advances from tonight's game day. So, stage is set for this singles match. The ref has blown the whistle. Let's begin match number 4, Ben against Ikeda. We are ready to begin our 4th match of the game day. Representing the Renegades, we have number 7, Ben. And for the Fireballs, number 23, Ikeda. There's the serve by Ben. We begin. Backhand into the corner. Ben on the rebote. Lays it up to the outside. It's in. Ikeda takes a look. Shoots it back. Ben can't pick that one up. Ikeda, first point of match 4.
Ikeda got to the ball well, was looking around.
Taking a big picture.
Giant picture. Like panoramic.
Serve backs up Ben, makes the stop at the 12 line. Backhand passing to the inside. Ikeda goes down for the rebote. Sweeping save. This one comes in lower. Ikeda backed up again, sends it up high, past Ben. Now he's got a rebote that is missed. Quick lead for Ikeda, up to 2-0.
Again, Ben is playing with a lot of concentration and a lot of control. But mostly a defensive game. We know he likes to throw that 2-all. See if he breaks that against Ikeda. But volleying with Ikeda, Ikeda usually wins.
And on the backhand coming in low, Ikeda goes up for it, makes the catch in the air. Ben ranging back for it, stops it at the 11 line. Puts this one along the wall. Ikeda goes down to the floor. Lays it up, Ben moves in, Costado hits a 2-wall, and it scores. Ben gets his first point of the match.
Ben's been working on that Costado for a while. This time it works out well. Ikeda commits hard to the inside.
Rebote forehand there, laid up. Ikeda moves in, steps it on the bounce. That's a big one. Comes back over the top. Ben switches to the left side, takes it in the air.
What a tough save.
Right on the wall. Ikeda flipped it up. It's floating. Ben moves in. 2-wall. No, it goes straight outside. Ikeda recovers, scoops it up, shoots it back. Ben now with a great scoop of his own. Ikeda, rebote up the middle. Ben up in front of him at the 7 line. Goes high to the outside. Blind catch overhead. Now he passes. Ben running all the way into the backcourt. Lays it up off the sidewall. Ikeda now moves in. Keeps this one low. Scooped up by Ben at the 10. Rebote forehand. That one drops and scores. Well played point. Ikeda gets his third. He'll serve.
Ikeda's court positioning has been impeccable second half of this season. Court positioning, moving to the ball when your opponent is throwing it. Again, beautifully thrown there by Ikeda.
Serve came up and in on Ben. That's an ace, makes it 4-1.
Yeah, that ball came up on Ben quick. Don't know if it hit one of, don't know that it was a Magic City bounce, but the wall definitely played a role.
Hard serve again, Ben brings it in at the 12. Oh, Ikeda went up, knocked it down. That's 2 for Ben. He'll serve.
Reaching behind to try to make that catch. Difficult for any player. Always want to be trying to catch that ball in front of you.
Ikeda commits to the left side, sends the backhand up, and watches it as it hits off the back wall. There's Rebote. Ikeda moves in, stops it on the right side, and plays it deep. Ben tracks it down, and kind of floats it up. That caught the corner, Ikeda. Back in with the forehand. Ben digs it out, takes Ikeda to the outside. He's got the forehand, comes back over the top. Oh, but threw it right to Ben. 2-wall, doesn't open enough. Ikeda, another chance from the outside. This one stays low and scores.
I know Ben wanted that 2-all badly, but Ikeda was right there. He had not come back mid-court. He had not come back to the inside. His first one puts Ikeda out there. He gets it on the bounce. Decent try. But the second one, Ikeda was out there. Throw the ball where your opponent's not.
Robote forehand, Ikeda pumps it inside. Tough bounce, scooped up there by Ben. Controls the return. Ikeda gonna go down to the floor. This one laid up. Ben moves in late, picks it up. Gets it high to the inside. Oh, gives Ikeda a chance. Diving save on the Robote. Ben straight outside with it. That caught the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. Point and set for Ikeda. He wins it 6-2. 2 minutes. Come back and play our second set.
Well, that was low. There was no daylight between the ball and the pad, so the way they came off low angle, yeah.
Well, when it hits the pad, it came up earlier in the week, oddly enough, it makes a distinct sound. That one, you could really hear a different thud as it hit the pad coming back down, and it killed a lot of the speed.
You see, it's one thing if it hits the pad, and it's kind of unique with this. Well, if I say this has come up in conversation elsewhere, that the thicker the pad, it has the potential of hitting the pad coming off of the front wall.
Right.
As opposed to hitting the front wall, which is a little unique to Magic City, You're watching Battlecourt live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day, and this, what is our last game day in regular play.
Yes, and then we got the playoffs next Friday. We got a full day of action.
Do we get new shirts for that?
I might need one. This one's getting a little...
I have 3. How many do you have?
I've only found 1, but I think I had 3 at a point. Anyway, the full day.
They don't ask much from us. Just wear this on... So there's got to be a playoff shirt.
That's why I found 1.
All right.
Doubleheader on Friday still. Could we get to it? All times Eastern time. 2:30 beginning with the Warriors and Cyclones. And then at night, 7 p.m. will be the Devils against the winner of tonight's game day, either the Renegades or the Fireballs. Again, Renegades need a win or a tie in the game day to advance to the playoffs and take the number 3 seed. For the Fireballs, they need the win. Right now, Ben down a set, but he stayed out there the entire time. He's ready to begin set 2.
What's CRB staring at? Ben? Might be Ben.
Could be a shiny object or something on there.
There's a red ball out
there.
There's a bouncing red ball out there somewhere.
There's a serve by Ben. We begin set number 2. Ikeda sends it up high, drops it right in the corner. Ben's got to come back for the Robote. Will it reach? It does, and scores. Ben gets the first of set 2.
Just enough to get it up to the front wall. Ikeda knew it too when you see him take off like this. You're not going to risk that it's going to hit the pad. You're just going to get up there in case it doesn't. Didn't get there before the second bounce.
Catch by Ben in the middle of the court. Waste no time with the Costado. Puts it inside. Ikeda running back with it.
Good control.
Beautiful control. That cleared the screen. Big bounce. Ben makes the catch. Sends another one hard to the inside. Ikeda in better position this time. Makes the save. Puts it on the wall. Ben picks it right off. Ben, third time. This one's just above the pad. The inside placement makes it 2-0.
What a shot. So did CRB join the announcing staff, or he's just over here?
He's adding his own soundtrack.
I was just curious. Because occasionally I get surprised by things. You know, people don't always tell me things. But
I like his commentary. You keep talking, he may be filling in that seat.
You want to switch seats?
sure he would do it. That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
The score right.
Bang, that one just out of reach. Robote forehand. That's in play. Ikeda, forehand ripped inside, caught in the air by Ben. Robote just kind of floated up. Ben moves in, he's quick, gets there. Costado from the outside, the 2-wall score. 3-0 lead for Ben.
You can't get distracted over what you think you may have seen unless you hit a whistle. And that was the case there. Thought that the ball touched out of play, and no indication that it did. But at that point, forget about it, move on.
Right. You're still playing the point?
100%. Point's still going on. And then trying to focus on that white ball, which is the centerpiece of the game, becomes more difficult.
Ikeda on the hop, sends the forehand back to the corner. Robote left side, Ben hooks it outside. Ikeda high scoop. Forehand stays low, crosses the wall, but Ben picks it up. Ikeda from the 9 line, drops it low at Ben's feet. That one is missed. Well played. That gets Ikeda on the board here in set 2. And for Ikeda, I mean, he could rattle off 6 in a row. I mean,
we've seen him do it before.
He's still going at the ref, but he's just got to forget it and move on.
Some players play well when they're angry. Other players don't. They're completely distracted. Ikeda kind of locks in.
Ben sends it up high. Robote coming way out. Ikeda stops at the 8, pushes it up the middle. Ben quickly another Costado. That 2-wall doesn't open enough. Ikeda stays low with the forehand. Another one scores. That's 2. Just a 1-point deficit now. There's a long Robote coming out, tracked down to the 6, shot back inside.
Beautiful
Ben
catch.
Just got there before it touched the floor. Now Ikeda from the 9, sends it up, gets it by Ben, another Robote. This one played inside, right along the wall. Tough save on the back end. Ben with the catch, sends it back. Comes out of the Chula, Ikeda turns it up high, Ben. Up at the 8,
powerful
this
throw.
back in. Ikeda backpedals in the position, up at the 6 line, turns it back inside. It's missed along the wall. 3 straight points, and Ikeda's tied things up here in set 2. Ikeda out there at the 8. Robote, that's not going to clear. That got away. Gives Ben his 4th point. Takes the lead back. That Robote just got well away from him still. And caught way up there about the 3 line.
Ben's got 4 points here in the second set.
Ikeda shoots this one low. Ben, what a scoop there deep in the backcourt. Backhand clears. Ikeda still going out. Turns it up at the 5 line. Ben timed it up perfectly to make that catch. Scoop by Ikeda. Back over the top, looking for a bit of a bounce. Now Ben from the 11 line. Great control. Takes him to the outside. Ben shoots a carom. Well, that doesn't open, but it does score.
Took his eye off the ball there right at the last second.
That brings it to 5 points for Ben. He's got a possible set point. Look at this here. Oh, right off the frame.
See if Ben's able to finish off this set.
Ikeda plays this one deep. Ben out there late. Robote, that's up and out of play. Ikeda quickly with 4 points now. He'll serve.
Ben's got...
Ben does not want to let this match go into a third set. Sorry, wants it to go into a third set. If you're Ikeda here, I mean, he's got to end it. He's got another match with Lalu coming up later, and as we talked about with Cabrera, fatigue certainly going to be a factor here on this last day. Well, that one came out of the Chula. Ben saves it. It's a 2-all. Ikeda moves up on it. Sidearm Karam scores. 2 bounces, ties it at 5. Ikeda has a possible match point, and for Ben, it is set point. So here we go.
Focus on the ball the entire way. Keeps it low. Not a particularly well-thrown sidearm Karam, but enough to score. Now 1 point away from finishing off this match. Let's see if he's able to do it.
Keep his team season alive. Ben's got it at the 11th. Jutsu. That comes way out. Ikeda. Robote turn wall to wall. Ben set up for one. Digs it out. Puts it just above the pad. Ikeda moves in. Got it on the right side. Sends it deep again. That one died in the corner. Ben just gets enough on it. Ikeda
tipped
with a tip ball there. We're going to a third set. Ben wins it 6-5. Again, well placed by Ben, kicking up right at Ikeda's feet, but we got a third set coming up here, Stu.
An important third set. You're watching Battlecourt live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida, currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches in regulation play. If the Renegades tie, meaning they win 3 matches on the evening or more, they secure their spot in the playoffs next Friday. Fireballs, on the other hand, need to win. A tie will not secure anything for them. Fireballs are able to win, meaning they have 4 match wins in the evening. They will advance. So an important one here to keep the Fireballs in it. Back in the ESPN3 DraftKings players cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Ikeda getting plenty of feedback there from team captain Aratz, Joseph Arutia. Ben staying out on the court. Ikeda's moving back out there. We're about 30 seconds away from beginning our 3rd and decisive set. Both players out on the court, literally just waiting for the judges and this break period to come to an end. Judges will be making their way onto the court, which they're doing right now. There's about 10 seconds left. They're back out as soon as they're in position to blow the whistle. Ikeda will have the serve.
Must win here for the Fireballs. If Ben takes this match, that'll be enough to get the game day tie and send his Renegades to the playoffs. Ikeda serves. Set 3 has begun. Ben puts the backhand right along the sidewall, comes shooting out. Ikeda turns it at Ben's feet. It kicks up, but he scoops it up. Lotte off his footing. Ben moves in on it. Inside placement. Ikeda sticks with it. Sends this one high back to the corner. Lotte for Ben, laid up inside. Ikeda stops this one in the air, crashing into the sidewall, drops it over the top.
What a scoop.
What a scoop right there, Stu. This one comes out to the middle of the court. Ben backing up, controls it, keeps it in play. Now Ikeda inside along the wall. That opens up to the outside. Ben clips the sidewall. Ikeda attacking. Shoots it low again. Now
what a scoop.
Up a little bit deeper at the 9 line. Now finally gets one by Ben to score. Well played first point to Ikeda of the Fireballs.
Sometimes, if you've been watching regularly, you'll find yourself asking, why isn't he throwing a shot? It's that Ikeda's game. Back to the inside, back to the inside, back to the inside, back to the inside. Pass him when you can. That's what Ikeda does. Focus on the catch.
Well, Ben handles the serve back beyond the 13. Ikeda reaching, letting it pass. Robote turned back, crossing the wall, lined up beautifully there by Ben. Ikeda drops this one at Ben's feet. Robote coming into the corner. Ben turns it a little too high. That's not going to clear the screen. Up and out of play. 2 in a row for Ikeda here.
Ikeda's setting the pace of this third set. Ben focusing on what's really been spectacular catching. Second set, some really good shots.
Well, he certainly hasn't made it easy, and his singles game has come a long way. I mean, he's throwing a bunch of shots, throwing more costados, which is keeping Ikeda a little bit more defensive in his game.
Absolutely.
And with Ben's power, he can throw that by.
Yeah, once he makes this catch here, he really can hurt you.
Rote coming in, crossing the wall. Ben's got that one in the air. Floats it deep. Ikeda still going. Turns it to the outside. Ben read it the whole way. Shoots it low back inside where it scores. Ben puts one up on the board in set 3.
Ikeda had to be prepared for the carom because Ben does like to throw shots when he sees a particular part of the court open. In this case, he could have easily snapped off a carom. Low and inside, work better.
That serve was dying. Ikeda just got up to it. Fires it into the corner. Ben, what a catch, blind overhead. Brian Bote turned to Ben's feet. Catch up at the 10 line. Sends it high back to the corner. Ikeda looking for the Bote, turns it up past Ben. That's cutting in along the wall, pushes it outside. Ikeda picks it up on the bounce, shoots it low. Ben with another great scoop. Ikeda clears some space, drops the forehand. Oh, Ben, great reach, got up to it. Ben steps in front of this, makes the catch in the air. Forehand with a softer touch. Ikeda backing up, and he juggled it. 2-2, Ben serves.
I wouldn't say for a second that Ben is physically fatigued. I'd say that he's been concentrating so hard that the fatigue you see on his face is as much mental as anything else, because his catching has been superb, arguably the best singles match I've seen him play all year.
I think so.
You know, a lot of defense, some offense, but focusing on those catches.
That serve takes Ikeda up. Forehand. Take it in off the sidewall. Ben lines up another. Ikeda, soft touch on the rebote. Ben reaches up into the costado. There's a 2-wall, but it's too wide. Ikeda with 3. He takes the lead back.
The 2-wall had been working earlier for Ben. A mistake there. Just threw it a bit wide. Good effort.
Ben just launches this backhand. Ikeda up at the 5, gets a lot on the rebote. Ben backpedaling, he's not going to get out to it, fires it in the pad. Leads up to 2 now for Ikeda.
This is still a very dangerous lead for Ikeda the way that Ben has been playing. Ikeda really needs to finish this off, because Ben will definitely slip back in there the way he did in the second set. Catch by catch and throw by throw. Ben has not been missing the ball. And without Ikeda throwing shots, which by definition go away from the opponent,
Ikeda, forehand rebote dropping. Ben makes a catch. Inside placement, clip the wall, gets it by to score. 3 points now for Ben.
just enough to come back in and score.
Season on the line here for the Fireballs. Ikeda needs the win to keep it going. Just a small 4-3 lead.
Ben committed.
Yeah, what a great catch there deep in the backcourt. Sends it right up the middle. Ikeda, powerful turn on the rebote.
Oh, what a catch.
Ripped off the sidewall by Ben. Really was spectacular.
Again.
Ben's got another one, two wall, clipped a bit. Ikeda stops it outside, keeps it low. Ben
again.
Stops another one there at the 9. Forehand rebote put right along the wall, scooped up by Ben. Ikeda thought about it, elects to play the rebote. Puts it up the middle, it scores. 5 points for Ikeda. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
Still a dangerous lead. Ben had what, 4 in a row? Everyone that Ikeda threw. Everyone that Ikeda threw. That one, I mean, a scoop that goes off the frame. Okay, can't be helped. Everyone that was in his vicinities near the side wall, he stopped.
Ikeda looking forward at the 9, going down to the 4. Ben missed it, moving in to make the catch. Point set and match. Ikeda keeps the Fireball season going with the win. Not the way he would have drawn it up, but a win in the end. Fireballs tie the game day 2-2 as we head into our last 2 matches of the regular season. Both doubles, Division 1 coming up. Gosheri and Omega Reina take on Arutia and Arats. Let's take a look at some replays from match number 4. Ikeda, hard-fought singles win over Ben. Renegades still continuing to fight on in this final regular season game day. Ikeda with the stop here outside, comes back over the top. But how many catches did Ben make just like that? His positioning was excellent. His catching was as good as you're going to see. And he threw a few costados, you know, made Ikeda work for it, probably a lot more than he thought coming into it. There's a diving save on the rebote. Ben moves up and in, and then boom, shoots it outside. That one caught the pad, ended set number 1. But then set 2, Ben not gonna lay down even after that miss. Rebote here, right along the wall, just tipped. But again, how many did Ben catch just like that to keep him in it later? 2 all here, late in the second set. Ikeda got the lead, but Ben, as has been the theme of the day, continuing to fight, stayed in it late for his side. But into set number 3 here, you see some of these replays, and they're not going in Ben's favor. Tip ball earlier, another one there. Rebote. Oh, and then the final one, just tipped. Hard fought, Ikeda comes away with the 3-set win. And there's a look at the game day now, 2-2 through our first 4 matches. Fireballs need to win them both to advance to the playoffs. We're going to hear from Ikeda after that win. There he is joining us in the cage. Ikeda, I know not the way you would have expected it to go, but a win in the end. How are you feeling about keeping your team in it, a chance in these last 2?
Well, it was a hard match. Obviously happy with the win, but my performance, I would love to do a lot better. Ben was enormous in there. So unfortunately, I have to take the win, but obviously happy for the team.
Awesome, Iketo. We'll see what happens in these last two. Good luck to your Fireballs.
Thank you, man.
All right, so stage is set. Fireballs need to win the last two matches. If the Renegades win one of them, it'll be the Renegades advancing to the playoffs. Division 1 doubles, Gaucheri and Amigarena, the top team for the Renegades, step out against Arrutia and Arats here. So Gaucheri and Amigarena 8-1 in the regular season. Arrutia and Arats 5-4. Another note about this Renegades team, over the last 2 seasons of play, the only team that has beaten Gaucheri and his #1 doubles partner is Inaki and Manu. That's the only team that's beaten them over the last 2 years, and Arrutia and Arats have a chance here to keep the season going.
Here's the backhand by Gaucheri, stopped by Arats in the corner. Amigarena from the 10. Gaucheri now from the 8 line, backhand. Wall-to-wall Robote forehand, passing. Forehand Robote by Gaucheri, passes Arrutia. Amigarena now from the 12 line. Arats from the 12 to the inside, caught in the air by Gaucheri. Low runner, picked up by Arats. Amigarena now from the 11 line. That goes right into the corner, and Arats is there. The backhand is stopped by Gaucheri. Powerful backhand follows Robote. The rebound off the back wall comes out. Gaucheri stops that one at the 9 line. Arats advances, backhand to the inside. Powerful throw. Arrutia cross court backhand from the 9 line. Amigarena is there. Catches it in the air. Oh, what a scoop by Arats. Amigarena from the 10 line. Robote, the rebound from the back wall. Played on the Costado Gaucheri. Costado 2-all will score. First point of this match goes to the Fireballs. Arrutia and Arats. Arrutia serves.
Should be another fun one here. Two of the most aggressive front quarters in all battle court and in this top division too. Gaucheri throws about 11 shots a game, and Arrutia not too far behind at about 10. 2-wall right there. Comes up and in on Gaucheri. You know, sometimes the best 2-walls are ones that are thrown kind of right at the opponent. It's hard for him to get the cesta in position to make a catch.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
And although I started with the stat that the Renegades haven't lost to anyone other than Inaki Manu, these two did play a great 3-set match that went down to the final point of the 3rd set. So 1 point could have flipped that entire result last time. So the Fireballs certainly believe that they can win it.
Powerful forehand Robote is stopped by Arats. Amigarena from the 11 line. Arats in the corner. Backhand comes out, back to the corner. Amigarena's there. Arrutia, backhand from midcourt, low and hard, caught by Gaucheri. Arrutia comes cross court to make the save. Drop shot to the inside. Gaucheri's there, rifles it outside, and it scores. 1-1 in the first set. Gaucheri has the serve for the Renegades. That was a good thought.
Just a bullet here from Gaucheri. His Philo, that's the Costado straight to the outside, is one of the most devastating in all of battle court.
But you see how far it is from the side wall?
Yep.
Again, that makes all the difference in the world.
You don't want to make it any easier for him than you have to.
Exactly not.
And that just, you know.
Because that's what sets up the shot.
Yep. Right
If he gets it and he's on the side wall and he flips it back, it's an entirely different story. Here's the catch by Arats, backhand to the inside. Amigarena's there.
What a catch.
Migurena from the 11 line. Low and hard, caught on the forehand of Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully from the forehand. Arats now from the 11 to the inside. Arats again, backhand from the 13. Rebote left side to the inside. Arats actually goes Sherry on the side wall and rips off a Philo to score. Beautifully executed. 2 points for the Renegades. Go Sherry and Migurena. Go Sherry serves.
Well, in looking through some of those team stats this week, I noticed that the Renegades had a lot of Philo kills, and more than almost any other team. It starts with number 20. Again, that is just a perfect shot working away from the opposing front quarter when it hits off the floor. Just devastating when he throws it like that.
Rebote forehand save by Urrutia. Sherry winding up. Split placement stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia's 2-all. Too hard. Overthrown. That's out of play. A third point for Gaucheri and Migurena in the first set. Gaucheri serves. And we call it Philo. We call it outside placement, whatever you want. It's basically sending it to the outside without caroming it off the side wall.
How about Arats calling for Urrutia to get up because he sensed that he was discouraged after that miss, put his hand to his chin, telling him to keep his head up.
Arats has been a phenomenal
like to see.
all season long. He has been an absolutely fantastic leader where this team is concerned.
He's only still 24. He's one of the youngest on the roster, but leading like that.
It has been impressive. There's no question about it. Here's a scoop by Migurena, backhand from the backcourt. Powerful backhand by Urrutia. Into the corner, Migurena goes. Urrutia midcourt. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall. Rebote comes out to Gaucheri. Sherry sends it high and inside. Arats is there. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Low and hard. Caught in the air by Gaucheri. Gaucheri blasts another one of the backcourt. Arats is there. Migurena powerfully from the left side. Rebote going to the side wall. Saved by Urrutia. 2-all into the pad, and the pad is bad. Second point for Urrutia and Arats of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
Well, I think Gaucheri will be the first one to tell you. He just got a little too cute with that shot. I mean, he tried to cut a 2-wall up at about the 2 line, about the 3 line. It's not the easiest angle to do it.
It's a rhythm. It's as much as a rhythm. I mean, there are like overconfidence does play into some players, not him. There's a rhythm that he gets into where he just feels it. And we've seen him do it before, so he's capable of it. But yeah, there's no question that was a particularly difficult shot to execute.
Right,
no question about it.
Just the way he's been throwing the Philo, too. I mean, if he just rips that outside, could have made it 4-1, and now it's 3-3.
That ball hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. We're tied up at 3-3 here in the first set. Urrutia serves.
Just like that, you know, felt like the Renegades had all the momentum. It's one miss and then an unforced error to follow, and it's 3-3.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. I have this little card in front of me that reminds me of that every time, so.
You're on it still.
Sherry picks the serve, blasts it outside. That is out. A 4th point for Urrutia and Arats. Urrutia serves. There's just something about a hard serve that's caught. I mean, it can be very deflating for the server. We've seen Zulaika take it. We've seen Douglas take it. We've seen a number of players just rip what seems to be an ace out of the air. Here's a backhand by Migurena. Caught by Arats at 13. Hard to the inside, off the side wall, and Migurena's there. Arats advances, backhand from the 10 line. Robote save. Arats with a hop, makes the catch. Backhand by Arats. Robote left side. Gaucheri is there. Arats, great catch at the 11. Arats again to the inside. And Miguelina from the 11. Arats now from the 12. Urrutia, backhand from the 9. Ooh, a little clip off the side wall. Hard throw, scooped up by Arats.
This point feels kind of like a reset for both teams. Urrutia's missed a 2-wall, Gaucheri's missed one, and now it's just way more conservative play than we've seen the last few points.
You're absolutely right. They get into volleying to really get their bearings back.
Yeah.
Powerful forehand will be stopped by Miguelina. I mean, Urrutia ripped that ball, and Miguelina just stayed with it. Arats now from the 12 line, and Miguelina's there. Miguelina keeps it to the inside. Arats from the 12 line, backhand. Robote for Gaucheri. Played for the big bounce, taken by Arats. Urrutia down low, great catch, hard backhand, caught in the back court. Robote forehand powerfully to the outside. Urrutia goes to the floor, keeps it inside, big bounce brought down by Miguelina. Urrutia, fine catch, backhand from the 9. Urrutia again, backhand. Harder this time to the inside. Robote by Gaucheri. Arats is there. Beautiful Robote on the forehand of Gaucheri. Backhand to the left side of Gaucheri. Backhand now by Arats. Miguelina on the catch. Here's the backhand. Robote right up the middle. Miguelina will keep that on the left side. Robote left side to the inside, crossing the wall, and beautifully caught by Miguelina. Again, Arrimada, straight back. Arats will pick that on the bounce. And Miguelina's there again.
Well, after I said what I said earlier in the point, I didn't quite expect that we'd still be going here, but it just shows you that, you know, after a couple misses, these guys just got to get back, reset, refocus. They started throwing it hard to the inside, but all these guys are incredible catchers. It doesn't faze them at all.
Not at all, and also bouncing it in front of your opponent. Costado to the inside, caught in the air by Arats. He plays that straight back to the 11 line, and Miguelina's there. And again, what you see in this division is you don't see the mistakes. You don't see the overhead screen. You don't see it being overthrown. You don't see it hitting the pad. You don't see it going out. Not that it can't, but not when they're playing it safe like this. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, fired from the forehand of Urrutia. Urrutia again, winding up. Costado, little clip off the side wall. Miguelina's there.
What a catch, that kicked way up.
Robote. Robote left side, big bounce to the inside. Gaucheri makes the save on the run. Excellent play by Arats. He moves in. Gaucheri calls for the Robote. Fires it inside. Another fine catch by Arats. Throw by Arats. Oh, off the cesta of Gaucheri it goes. That is a 5th point for Urrutia and Arats. Possible set point. They need to finish it here if they have a chance of finishing it, because right now that is That is an uncharacteristic miss by Gaucheri. May have been thinking about what he was going to throw.
Well, after so many rallies, he's probably licking his chops at this opportunity. I mean, he gets one to the outside.
I mean, look, he's looking at the ball. He's concentrating. Yeah, he takes his eye off the ball once he believes it's settled in his cesta. And it just rolls around the frame. Urrutia with a powerful serve. That's picked in the air by Gaucheri. The split placement will score 4 points for Gaucheri and Amigarena. Still a possible set point for Urrutia and Arats.
Well, Gaucheri thinking 2 steps ahead here. Urrutia's thinking the 2-wall. Arats is defending the inside like he's supposed to, and the split placement just throws everything off.
Exactly. It was wide open.
Lost his footing.
Cortada serve by Gaucheri is stopped by Arats. It's at the sidewall. Beautiful forehand rebote. Caught in the air. Juggling on the catch of Arats. That is 5-5 in the first set. This is set point.
Not happy with the call. But
as we've gotten later in the season, we've had a bit of that.
Not quick with the juggles. And look, you'd be thinking the same thing too. But it's a big spot, big miss, big call, 5-5. 1 point to decide this first set. And what this means in the game day and the entire season.
A hard serve by Gaucheri, caught and returned by Arats. Arats calls, rather Gaucheri calls for the rebote. Urrutia, rebote, high and inside, passes Gaucheri. Gaucheri looking for the rebote. A little lighter touch. Inside placement, but hard enough for Amigarena to get there. Backhand with control, stopped by Arats. Arats hard to the inside, Gaucheri's there. Arats takes it in the air at the 12 line, backhand. Rebote. Arats, difficult catch on the left side. Amigarena now from the 12 line. Arats again, backhand from the 12. Gaucheri, wall-to-wall rebote coming out. Forehand rebote, rifled wall-to-wall rebote coming out to Gaucheri. Rebote dropping, saved by Arats, placed perfectly inside. Amigarena's there. Powerful backhand. Rebote comes to the forehand of Gaucheri. Urrutia cuts it off back at the 9 line. Low runner. Arats scoops it up. Arats again, backhand from the 11. Rebote left side to the inside. Gaucheri cuts it off the 8. Powerful backhand. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote comes to the 5 line. Rifled by Urrutia. Low and hard. Arats makes the save. Gaucheri attacks, takes it on the bounce. Back to the inside. Oh, Arats is there. Rebote comes to the 7 line. Arats again makes the save. Gaucheri from the forehand. Low and hard, and stopped by Arats in an amazing catch. Here's a backhand by Arats. Amigarena now from the 11. Rebote forehand fired. Clearing, Rebote coming out. Gaucheri on the run. Hooked it into the pad. Point and set for Urrutia and Arats. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our second set.
Well, there it is. The Fireballs finally get one of those 5-5 points to go their way against the Renegades. And look, if they needed to turn it around right there. That was the last opportunity. They convert. And they take a big lead here after the first set.
Arats, Arats and Urrutia, all 4 players played fantastic, but Arats, there were 3 balls in particular that he caught that it's like, as it was coming to him, the next word as you're doing play-by-play is like, oh, you know what, and no, he stopped it beautifully.
Doing everything he can to keep his team in it tonight. Urrutia as well. There's always a threat pulling against Gaucheri that he's just going to snap off a shot, and that could be I mean, that could just kill you mentally playing against him up in the front court. But Urrutia doing a great job of being disciplined, not overcommitting on these shots, respecting Gaucheri, but also mixing it up and putting a little pressure on him early.
You can go back 50, 60 years in the history of modern highline in the United States of a handful of players who are as dangerous off of the rebote as they are off of the front wall. It's not a particularly long list, but it is a list of very dangerous players. Gaucheri has been that player here at Magic City since he first joined the roster and since we first started playing backcourt. I remember speaking while training, not while announcing, while in a training capacity.
Right.
It's like, look, stop feeding his rebote. It's like you can throw it hard all you want, but if you're giving it to him at the 4 line and he's beating you 8 times out of 10, stop feeding the rebote. And eventually I think it caught on. It may have.
As you said, coming into the game day today, the Fireballs have never beaten the Renegades in a game day since the Fireballs came into this league. That was back in season 5. They are 0-8-3, 8 losses and 3 ties without a win. They need that win tonight to get them into the playoffs. This match right here, match number 5, is critical. It either gives the Fireballs a chance heading into our last match, or the Renegades could wrap it up right here. Fireballs have taken the first set. Set 2, about ready to begin.
We're ready to begin our second set, ladies and gentlemen. Gaucheri will have the serve for the Renegades. Excellent serve by Gaucheri to start things off. Caught and returned by Rats. Catch by Urrutia midcourt. Here's a backhand from the 8 line. Gaucheri powerfully on that backhand. Sends it all the way to 4 line on the rebote. Amigarena scoops it up.
What a catch.
Rebote saved by Gaucheri. Oh, off the tip of Urrutia Cesta. It goes. First point of the second set goes to Gaucheri and Amigarena of the Renegades.
Well, that happened a few times in his first match where he's trying to pick one up that's kicking up high and
higher than he expects.
Somewhat floating. Yeah, this one is a little different because it's got more pace than he saw, but it's
you can see right there.
High.
He made an adjustment there at the. That just didn't work out for him.
You can get some bigger bounces as the ball heats up. And with every throw, that ball will just heat up a little more.
A bullet serve from Gaucheri is stopped by Rats. He calls for the rebote. Along the wall it goes. Backhand by Rats. Rebote coming out. Urrutia has it. Rifles it inside from the costado. What a catch by Amigarena. Rats up the wall. He comes down with the ball. Urrutia, backhand from the 9 line. Urrutia again, deeper. Caught by Amigarena at the 13. Split placement rebote is caught on the forehand of Rats. Hard from the forehand of the inside. Gaucheri calls Amigarena off. Makes the save. Urrutia gets in there, takes it in the air, rifles it outside to score. 1-1. We're tied up in the second set. Wow.
Well, you want to know, we talk about when a player commits to making a play. I mean, look at how much he's sprinting in here. Catches it at the 5, gets the throw off at the 3 because he's moving in so quickly.
Okay, if he could throw harder.
I was just going to say, that's about as hard as he's never thrown one.
Yeah, that particular throw, I know he can throw backhand and costado to the inside, but that one
he
just
did have a bit of a wind-up, too.
Yeah,
he had a few lines, but that was...
and he kept it in. That's the most important part. Powerful forehand on the serve. Here's a catch by Amigarena. Backhand to the inside. Here's a backhand by Amigarena to the inside. Here's the catch by Gaucheri. What a powerful costado to the inside. Two all. What a stop by Gaucheri. Powerful forehand, perfectly caught by Arats. Quickly returned to the inside, and Amigarena's there. Arats, powerful backhand. That's going to pass. Gaucheri. Arats chooses the rote. He makes the save. Gaucheri will let it pass. Amigarena advances, makes the catch. Arats calls. Urrutia off. Powerful backhand. Kicked up and hit the overhead screen. That is out of play. A second point for Gaucheri and Amigarena. Gaucheri serves.
He's been so good all day. You know, one just getting away from him there. Apologizing, of course, to Urrutia, but nothing to apologize for.
The way Arats has been playing? No. Oh my goodness.
This big pressure moment too, and this young team of the Fireballs is handling it very well.
Ooh. What a catch off a near ace by Gaucheri. Backhand by Amigarena. Urrutia reaches up, makes the grab at the 10 line. Powerful backhand goes to the corner. Amigarena's there. Gaucheri. Robote back to the inside, taken on the forehand of Arats. Amigarena now from the 11 line. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall out to the Robote. Back to the inside. Amigarena alone for the play. He makes the save. Arats steps in. Backhand from the 10. Arats from the 12 line. Plays it high. Gaucheri looking for the Robote on the outside. Rips it to the inside, and Arats is there. Urrutia from the 9 line. Backhand. Caught by Amigarena. Powerful backhand. Right up the middle on the Robote. High and inside. Stopped in a beautiful catch by Urrutia. Robote left side, thrown hard by Gaucheri. Low and hard from the forehand of Arats. Arats takes this one in the air. What a catch by Arats on the side wall. Big backhand follows. Robote kicks out to the 5 line. Fired straight back. Robote save. It's a 2-all. It lands in and scores. What a shot by Arats. Beautifully executed 2-2.
And that's the first shot we've seen in about the last 6 or 7 points, and it's Arats throwing a winner falling down in the backcourt here.
I mean, by any standard, this is just beautifully executed. Look at this.
Look at how wide
it hits the floor. You want to talk about it? What we talk about opening hits the floor, just shoots straight out. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Robote to the inside. Amigarena lets it pass, turns to Robote, and just has a miss. A third point for Urrutia and Arats. Urrutia serves.
That ball was doing the foxtrot as it was making its way to the backcourt.
It was, and also if you notice, Gaucheri wasn't. I mean, he was up there, but he wasn't raising his chest as though he was going to take the serve. I mean, he just let the serve go by.
This ball's knuckling though. That's dangerous for these backcourters. That'll be something to watch out for.
Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Robote shooting out. Urrutia beautifully placed that to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Amigarena. Robote to the outside. Gaucheri, eyes on the Robote. Back to the inside. Split placement, cut off in the air by Urrutia. Hard costado, scooped up beautifully by Amigarena. Urrutia makes a save. Shoots down. Floater. Caught by Migrena. Powerful forehand. It will not cross the wall. Arats makes the save.
Crazy catch.
Arats again on the forehand, over the top. Gaucheri has it at the 6. Hard to the inside. Scoop by Arats.
Amazing.
Here's a backhand by Migrena. Robote. Forehand just over the top. Gaucheri has it. Powerfully to the inside. What a scoop by Arats. He stopped it. Robote by Gaucheri. Cut off by Arats. Arats fakes the 2-all. Big bounce. Brought down by Migrena. Outside placement. Stopped on the forehand of Urrutia. Urrutia rifles this inside, and Migrena stops it. Urrutia, forehand to the outside. Migrena has a tip ball. Tremendous play by all 4 players. 4 points for Urrutia and Arats of the Fireballs. Wow. I mean, all I can say is wow. You might have something else besides wow. Got anything?
I'm at a loss for words. This has been incredible, these last few points. Arats on that point, Stu.
Unbeatable.
Was it 4 catches that he made inside here?
Unbeatable.
That one was
if that one crosses the wall, the point's over.
There were 3 of them where he was off his footing. He's going into the wall. There's the second one. There was certainly a third, and maybe this scoop right here.
Tremendous.
We could keep playing this, and then we saw it early with Gaucheri, took his eye off it.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
But, you know, pressure's starting to mount here for this Renegades team. I mean, Gaucheri loved to finish it here with a Migrena. But you think about where this match has kind of gotten away from the Renegades. It's when they've stopped throwing shots. I mean, really, these last few points, when it's been conservative, it's gone in favor of the Fireballs. And that speaks to the great backcourt play of Arats, maybe compared to the other side.
Here's the backhand by Migrena. Urrutia makes the catch, winds up. Costado inside. Gaucheri takes it low, rifles the backhand. This Robote is kicking out to the 4-line. Turn to the inside and scoring. 5 points for Urrutia and Arats of the Fireballs, setting up possible match point. However, 5-2 lead against Gaucheri. Can you think of something more dangerous? I mean, driving home in Miami, maybe?
Yeah, probably in a tropical storm. It's probably the only thing more dangerous.
With sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw sharks in there, and that's the only thing more dangerous in this league.
This guy has done
driving
it
in
before.
Miami against rush hour traffic with sharks in the water.
But if the Fireballs do win it and close it out, it sets up a match for both teams.
Fault
in the finale.
under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Urrutia's second serve is good. Here's Migrena. Urrutia for the Robote. Hard to the inside. Gaucheri calls for it. Big bounce. Cut off by Urrutia. Powerful backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Gaucheri alone. Rifling it inside. Arats plays the Robote. The split placement is stopped on the forehand of Migrena. The forehand misses the front wall. Point and a straight set victory to Urrutia and Arats of the Fireball, winning at 6-5, 6-2.
So the stage is set, Stu. One match to decide who's advancing to the playoffs. Division 4 doubles. Goanagan CRB against Lalu and Ikeda. And the winner sends their team to the playoffs. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! Take a look at that game day score reflecting that win by Urrutia and Arats to give the Fireballs 3 wins on the day, and their number was 4 coming into it. They give Lalu and Ikeda a shot coming up next against Goanaga and CRB. Urrutia and Arats deserve all the credit in the world for that performance. Knocking off
100%.
You know, the top guy in this league, Gosheri, alongside Magarena. Looks like we got our winners ready to go, Urrutia and Arats. Arats, what a win there. No team outside of Inaki and Manu has beaten Gosheri in Division 1 doubles. You guys just did it. What was it like out there to play, and what's it like to give your team a shot in this last match?
Yeah, I think that we can penetrate very good and we play with all. And that's it. When you are on fire, all is entering in the court, the ball is going good, no bad, so that's it. And now, let us see. We have a last match, if we win, we go to the playoffs. If we lose, we are going to be out, but proud of this team and proud to play with Urrutia too, because he's a very good player and a good partner.
Awesome, Arats. Well, you've done all you can. You got 1 match left. We'll see what happens. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, Stu, not sure we've ever had as close of a regular season as we've had in the Fall 25, and fitting that it comes down to the last match of the regular season. Let's introduce the 2 teams. How about this? Goanaga alongside CRB to take on Lalu and Ikeda here. A win and in the playoffs for both of these teams. The winner will take the number 3 seed. They will play the Devils a week from tonight. And of course, the Warriors will be playing the Cyclones in the first semifinal next Friday as well.
CRB enough to send shivers into the minds of anyone.
This is it, Stu. Again, the Renegades did win the previous matchup in 3 sets. It came down to the 3rd set, 6-4. The Renegades won. See how this one shakes out here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 match left in the regular season. It is a win and in scenario for both teams. Whoever wins this match will advance to the playoffs. Representing the Renegades, we have Goanaga, CRB, and the Fireballs, Lalu and Ikeda. There's a serve, and we begin our final match of the regular season. Here's a backhand by CRB, dropped inside. Lalu moves in. Backhand into the corner, Obote turned at Lalu's feet. He moves up on it, 2-wall, score. Split placement gives the Fireballs the first point of our final match.
They didn't even wait for the end of your announcement, Andrew, before they got things started.
I mean, speed it up.
You really did. Goanaga was like, hey, we got something going on out here.
Setting the tone, too, with a shot. Hard serve there by Lalu. Here's CRB from the backcourt. Sends it up high. That clears the screen. Ikeda makes the catch deep in the backcourt. Goanaga now from the 9 line. Shoots it just above the pad. Lalu moves in. Makes a great catch. Rote turned inside. Scooped up by Ikeda. The forehand. Kicks off the sidewall. Right back to Goanaga. Lalu, backhand, low and hard. CRB makes the catch, puts it up the middle. Now Ikeda from the 11 line. Turns it inside. That's crossing up high. CRB, another great pickup there. That one floating. Goanaga backs up. Shoots it just above the pad. Ikeda, great read on it. Ooh, Magic City bounce. Goanaga sticks with it. Fires it back. Now Ikeda backed up to the 11. CRB reaches in, pass Goanaga, back inside, now Lalu. CRB no fear in the backcourt, slows it down, Lalu moves up on it. Pick the Costano, put it back inside, this Remote comes shooting out, Goanaga all alone, sends it off the sidewall, now Ikeda. Left side Remote by Goanaga, picked up along the wall. CRB, great catch. Backhand's gonna clear. Ikeda watching it. Lalu steps in front of it, saves the Rebote. CRB goes up high with it. Pushes it back up the middle. Lalu reaches, makes the catch. Karam lands in, and it scores. Lalu makes it 2-0.
Aggressive play by Lalu now twice. Working well, realizing that, just keeping it in the backcourt with CRB. CRB in the backcourt, you know, he's going to catch, I believe, like Flores says, all day long. Someone says that back here.
I think that was Flores.
That was Flores that said that? Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's what CRB basically does.
He looks confident back there and composed. I'll tell you what. I mean, just standing in there in the biggest spot of the Renegade season.
I don't think I've ever seen him not look confident and composed, ever. Sincerely.
No, very true. Ikeda picks one up along the wall. This one right on it the whole way. Goenaga comes into the backcourt to make the save. Lalu crashes in, makes the catch, sends it back. Now CRB slows it down. It's dropping. Lalu has it on the forehand, shoots it low and hard, but it's caught off the side wall. Lalu works his way into the 2-wall. Oh, Goenaga flicked it up in one fluid motion. That's in play. Lalu takes his time, controls the catch. Karamoa, that will score. 3-0 lead here for Lalu and Ikeda.
Beautiful 2-wall saved. Just spot on by Goenaga. Flips it back up to the front wall. CRB just didn't expect it to open up that much in the backcourt.
CRB forehand over the top, dropping inside. Lalu, aggressive play again, cuts it off and blasts it. Robote comes shooting off the back wall, turned by Goenaga. Here's Ikeda. CRB just beyond the 10, backhand cutting inside. Ikeda pulls it in. CRB in the middle of the court, runs around that one, backhand up the middle, back to Lalu, shoots it straight inside. CRB's got this one on the forehand. Ikeda comes in, comes back over the top to the inside, picked up there by Goenaga. Now Robote, it's a forehand for Lalu. Beautiful play, cutting back in along the side wall. Goenaga though sends it deep. Lalu back in front of it, CRB looking for it, makes the catch. Ikeda on the right side, comes back over the top. Goenaga, aggressive call, comes all the way to the backcourt, keeps it inside where it scores. What a shot there by Goenaga, the first for the Renegades.
He found that tremendous effort, passes on that, makes the Robote right inside. No one's in there. Inside placement working beautifully there.
Catch inside there by CRB. Now Ikeda from deep in the backcourt lifts it up. Goenaga, line stop up to the 8, blasts the backhand coming in. Ikeda ducks out of the way. Lalu digs out the Robote. Goenaga climbs the wall, shoots a drop shot, not droppy enough. Lalu to the outside to score. The Filo gives the Fireballs a 4-1 lead.
In order to catch the ball, you need to be able to see it. And Lalu grabs a hold of it here, just rips it to the outside, and I mean, I saw it when it hit the screen.
CRB makes the catch on the left side. Ikeda out. Comes out with the forehand. Passes Goenaga. He's set up for the Robote. Drops in front of Lalu at the 9. Cuts it off. Shoots it to the middle of the court. CRB lines it up beautifully. Ikeda tries to slow it down. CRB, nice catch there. Back at the 11 line. Now Lalu goes up again. This one dropping inside. CRB makes the catch. Backhand kicks off the wall. Right back to Ikeda. CRB stops it at the 12 line. Backhand up the middle. Ikeda runs around it. Sends it high though. CRB, ooh, that one dropped right in the Chula. Goenaga just got enough on it to reach and score. Big point for the Renegades. They're second.
Two saves have worked really well here for Goenaga. Again, don't know that he wanted to cut it this close, but that just landed above the pad. Turned out to be a perfect shot.
Well, good stop there by Ikeda. Serve coming in low. Goenaga charging down the inside, just blasts it. Ikeda makes a fine stop back at the 12. Goenaga into the costado. Ooh, hooked it to Lalu. There's the backhand. Low bullet along the wall, stopped. There's CRB. Ikeda shoots one up high. CRB cuts it off inside. Backhand clears. Coming out to Lalu. Turns the rebote from the 6. Wall to wall. Goenaga backpedaling. He just did get out to it. Ikeda comes back over the top. Goenaga cuts it off. 2-wall.
Oh!
Missed outside. That's going to be a 3rd point for Goenaga and CRB.
One of those misses the way that Lalu's been playing, where maybe he was thinking about what he was going to throw before he makes the catch. Beautiful 2-wall. Yeah. So close.
It's just a really good opportunity, though.
Yeah. It is.
It really is.
Especially with his power on the right side. There's a lot of there's a lot of different choices he has.
Could have been 5-2 instead, 4-3 here. Oh, Lalu picks the serve, though. Bullet of a backhand.
What a
Stopped
catch.
by CRB. Beautiful control on the return. Ikeda has to move up. Fires it back. CRB again. Forehand sent up high. CRB makes the stop. Backhand dropping low. Now Lalu. That one cutting into the corner. Goenaga goes down to a knee. Puts it up the middle. Lalu another chance. Forehand stays low. Scooped up off the side wall. Oh, Goenaga cuts it off. Great read. Backhand. Passes Ikeda. Lalu, quick turn on the rebote. Back into the corner. CRB ducks out of the way. Goenaga just lays it up. Lalu steps in front. Comes back over the top. CRB waiting for it in the corner. Here's CRB now from the 12. Backhand caught the corner. Takes Ikeda to the outside of the court. Forehand dropping. Scooped up along the side wall. Now Lalu, inside placement. Now Rebote's dropping. Running, lunging back forward. He's not going to make the save. 5 points possible. Set point here for the Fireballs. Last thing they want to see here, Goenaga coming up slowly, reaching for a shoulder. It looked like he's diving back for this save.
Oh, such a complicated. And look, he can call out to CRB. CRB hasn't missed a ball. He can call out to CRB to take it.
Yeah, I mean, CRB's given you everything he has. I don't think they could have expected
CRB to play like this.
I mean, he's been flawless.
He hasn't missed a ball.
Here.
Ooh.
There is the ace, point and set. Lalu and Ikeda take it 6-3, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
And the announcers curse, the dreaded announcers
We'll take
curse.
that one. It's been a pretty relatively clean night for us, so I guess we'll take that one.
No, it has been. I mean, the truth of the matter is that was just a beautiful serve by, I mean, there's several backquarters in this program that wouldn't have been anywhere near that ball. CRB just happens to be one. It's his only miss.
Lalu in the serve, I mean, one of the best servers on this roster. Aces per match. I mean, he's second, just behind Echeverry in Division 4. I think he filled in one time, so I think Lalu is actually the leader there for the entire season, and you see why. Just great power from the right side. He crosses the wall deep. How about the Fireballs here? The way they fought today, 2-2 after the first 4 matches, and then Urruti and Arats defeating Gaucheri and Migarena, giving them a little bit of belief that they can complete this comeback, and now Lalu and Ikeda take set number 1. In a matchup where the Fireballs have never beaten the Renegades in a game day, head-to-head. We said the record 0-8-3 coming into this one, but this could be a big one, Stu. The biggest one, if they could get it done.
If they could pull it out in straight sets, that would be really impressive. Ikeda's looking really relaxed in the back. Lalu had that one mistake, but other than that, seems right on.
Yeah, Lalu's been pretty solid. I mean, he's been throwing a bunch of shots, and most of them have worked. So now, when the Fireballs were backed up for a few matches in a row, It's the Renegades that need to win 2 sets in a row to keep their season alive. Get back in action with our playoff doubleheader next Friday. 2:30 p.m. start for the Warriors and Cyclones. And then the Devils will take on either the Renegades or Fireballs at 7 p.m. That's next Friday. And then the winners will face off the following Friday in our championship. Set 2 about ready to begin here. Again, the winner of this match will bring their team to the playoffs. There's the serve. Walu picks the serve to begin the second set. Splitter, stopped by Goanaga. The carom is in the pad. Wow, first point of set 2 to the Fireballs.
Lalu did that matrix-like move to make sure that the ball didn't hit him off of his own throw. Yikes. Perfect. Not matrix-like. He just lifted his foot, but that's okay. But some pressure on Goanaga to get that carom in and hit the pad.
That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Into the inside, cut off there by Lalu. There's a bullet. Comes shooting off the back wall. Goanaga turns it up at the 6 line to the inside.
Oh, what a catch.
Ikeda ranging back, makes a nice play. Goanaga picks it up, shoots it outside. Philo scores. Renegades tie it 1-1.
You know, that ball was coming hard. I mean, when Lalu tipped it, that ball. That catch by Ikeda. Beautiful replay.
No, but the first time that Goanaga's really just kind of forced one. I mean, just throwing it to the outside, trying to make a play, and look, it'll score, throw it right at the feet.
Yeah.
That is an ace for the Renegades, now leading 2-1.
Straight up Cortada serve, thrown basically sidearm, crossing the box, landing between the 4 and 7. Giving the backcourt really nothing to work with. Beautifully executed by Goanaga.
Hard serve handled there by Ikeda. Backhand sticks along the wall. Goanaga peels it off. Shooting out again. Rabote turned powerfully by Lalu. Dropping low, coming back in on Goanaga. He plays it along the wall. Ikeda lost his footing. Goanaga moves up on it. Just passes from the costado. Lalu's on it. Good communication. Makes a tough save. CRB.
What is catch?
Ooh, that was a tough one. Stepped in front of it. Made the play. CRB ducked out late. Goanaga turns it above the pad. Ikeda waiting for it inside. Catch inside. Here's Ikeda from the 12th line. This one stays along the wall. CRB reaches in. Good control again. Lalu, left side to the inside. Long run. Goanaga knocked it down. 2 points. We're tied up again.
Closer that ball gets to the sidewall, the more difficult it is to play. As evidence there, Goanaga's been spot on. Lalu brings this right over the top. No clipping of the sidewall, just keeps moving closer to it. Point Fireballs.
That's a hard serve. CRB,
Look at CRB.
Stops it deep in the corner.
That makes up for, you know, the announcer's curse on the last one.
CRB again. Pulls one in along the sidewall. Backhand coming up the middle. Lotte, 2-wall. Thrown to score by Lalu. And the Fireballs lead it 3-2.
Wow.
A 2-wall Rabote from Lalu.
But also not, you know, sharp as some we see. This is high and just drops in perfect to score. Don't know if Goanaga thought that, that might be going wide, but it didn't. Oh,
wow. Goanaga's got the serve, whips it inside. Ikeda calls him off. He makes a diving save. Goanaga up again. And it splits him up to score. Well thrown. We're tied 3-3.
Just aggressive play by Goanaga up there in the front court and just...
Look at this one. I mean, just sticks in the basket.
Yeah. Great save by Ikeda, but Goanaga's right there. Bam to the outside. The balls that are coming at you faster and harder are just easier to catch.
Oh, Ikeda switched to the left at the last second to handle that serve. To the middle of the court, CRB safely gets that one off.
Safely key.
Drop shot. Oh, not droppy enough. Lalu's on it. Philo.
Oh, what a catch.
Goanaga. The forehand
what a scoop by Ikeda.
Ikeda off the sidewall. Now CRB sends it deep. Robote coming back in. Turn to the outside.
Placement.
Score. Lalu and Ikeda lead 4-3.
Okay, so that scoop by Ikeda was sick. They're up there together. Boom to the outside. What a catch. Boom to the inside. Look at that. Wow.
Powerful serve. CRB's got it. Backhand along the wall. Ikeda tracks it down. Robote forehand, Goanaga kicks it off the sidewall. Lalu goes up. Bullet of a backhand from the 8. Stopped in the corner by CRB. Lalu into the costado. Keeps it inside. CRB with a drop ball. The Fireballs have 5. They've got a possible set and a possible match point that will push them into the playoffs if they can convert.
I can't take anything away from CRB on that. That's like one of 2 misses on the, in both sets against Lalu and Ikeda. I mean, and we know CRB drives me nuts, but
stepped up today.
Oh, he's just playing great. Not based on any of the way he plays. He plays fantastic.
Renegade season on the line here. CRB handles the serve. The lane clears. Backhand gets off Ikeda. Didn't want it. Lalu plays it on the back end. Goanaga into the costado. Straight inside. Ikeda stops it in the air.
Ikeda read that perfectly.
CRB from the backcourt. Forehand right over Lalu's head. Into the costado. Straight along the wall. That's picked up by CRB. Oh, that drops into the Chula to score. That's 4 for the Renegades. Still going here.
So the ball's coming Arimala up the sidewall. CRB just catches it like it's nothing right here. Beautiful. Throws it back into a chuleta. Okay, so it didn't die, but it didn't come out either.
It's amazing.
And then he strolls back to the 13 line like basically he does it every day.
Ikeda gets in there with the right side. Forehand coming in deep. Goanaga set up for it. Turns it back inside. Lalu drop ball. Very quickly here, the Renegades have tied it at 5-5. This is still a possible match point for the Fireballs, but it is set point for the Renegades.
Oh, and Goanaga, we know he has those cortada serves right in there.
And the Renegades need this to keep their season going. And then it could come down to 1 set. It's been a good run here. That is an underserve, though. First fault, second serve coming up. Lalu's been pretty aggressive here.
Don't know if Goanaga liked the music that was being played when he served. Not his tune.
Ikeda, tough catch on the right side. Forehand crosses. Goanaga set up, puts it just above the pad. Now Ikeda from the 11 line. Shoots it up along the wall. Now CRB. Ikeda peels it off back in the 12. This one dropping between the Renegades. Goanaga looking for it, saves the Robote. Now Ikeda moves in, charging to the inside-outside placement. Picked up by Goanaga. He shoots it low and hard. Robote
he hung in there
by Ikeda. Goanaga another chance, keeps it low to the inside.
Not going to make that one.
Score! We've got a third set coming up to decide who's going to the playoffs. Goanaga and CRB take it 6-5.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Well, the Fireballs had him on the ropes, Stu, but the Renegades fought their way off, as they do time and time again. How about the comebacks today? You know, it started with Goanaga and Migarena, and here it is again with Goanaga, this time alongside CRB. They won the last 3 points. I mean, down 5-3, and you know, I don't want to say it, but not really contested either. They didn't have to work all too hard for those points. Just got away from the Fireballs in a hurry when they had a chance to clinch a playoff spot. This is undoubtedly as tight as it's been to close out a regular season. Now it comes down to just one set because we got split sets here.
And all season long, when you go through and you see all those ties on those game days that we had.
Every point.
Just parity throughout the league in the matchups. I mean, you're not going to sit there at the beginning of battlecourt season and say, "Oh no, it's going to come down to the third."
Right, third set of the last
third set of the last match of the season. Yeah.
I mean, just as good as you could write it, and with Lalu and Ikeda, one of the best teams record-wise for the Fireballs this year. I mean, they don't feel all too bad in sending that team out. It's just a tough matchup against Goanaga and CRB, who has really played well in the backcourt in this do-or-die match.
I'll give credit where credit's due. He's played better than well. He's outmatched by most of the people on the court based on his experience, just solely based on the amount of time that he's been playing. Yet he comes to the backcourt and he catches and throws and he catches and throws and he plays well with his front quarter. He's been doing it for a couple seasons now. It's impressive.
Who's going to deliver for their team?
Imagine if CRB, just gets the Renegades back in.
I mean, either way, it's going to be a great ending either way. I mean, this was a team.
So I'm picturing Goanaga out there just waving at the glass saying, I'm out here too. Rolling around on the ground. It's Goanaga's played fantastic. Absolutely fearless, great shots, excellent positioning. Goanaga's been on all night.
We'll finish it up right here. Lalu will begin our third set.
This is it.
The winner of this set will advance to the playoffs. Lalu will serve. There's a serve. We begin our final set. Rabote coming out. Lalu lays it up on the right side. Goanaga shoots it back. Ikeda steps in, makes a catch in the air, then fires it deep. CRB ducks out of the corner. Goanaga off his footing, plays it inside. Two-wall by Lalu, opens and scores. Lalu and Ikeda strike first in our third set.
Lalu put a lot of power behind that two-wall. A lot of power behind that two-wall. Goanaga was in the vicinity, but was already in the net. Oh, what a catch.
Wow, what an adjustment there by CRB. Makes the catch, doesn't overthrow the backhand. Harem by Lalu. Rifled in there to score. 2 points for the Fireballs.
The carom has really been working. I mean, it's the sidewall. Both the Costado two-wall and the carom have worked for Lalu throughout this match.
Yeah, CRB definitely didn't have a lot of control on that backhand. He gave it a softer touch, but that set up the carom opportunity. Hard serve coming in. CRB backed up at the 13, pulls it in. Ikeda sends this one up to the outside. Nice catch by CRB. Floats it back right on the wall. Ikeda watching it. He ducks. Lalu saves it. Ooh. Stop overhead. There's Goanaga. Plays it back up the middle. Ikeda snatches it up. Forehand crossing the wall. CRB dips out of the way. Goanaga puts it on the wall. Ikeda goes up. Pulls it right off. Now a scoop up there in the front court. Goanaga sends it back. Wall-to-wall from the right side. Goanaga just lays it up. Now Ikeda all the way at the 10 line. Forehand narrowly clears the screen. Lalu looking to move in on it. He cuts it off. Another two-wall. Doesn't open this time. Carambola coming back. Scooped up and thrown back. It's now
scoop by CRB.
Wow, deep in the backcourt too. Ikeda Up at the 9, sends one inside. CRB lines it up off the side wall. Backhand cutting in, Ikeda. Now Nobunaga shoots it inside. That's cutting in along the wall. Ikeda brings in another. Catch in the middle of the court. CRB kicks it off the wall. Ikeda moving in. He's up at the 9. CRB out of the way. Nobunaga low for the rebote. It's a 2-wall. Clean miss by Lalu, but Ikeda's got his back up. Puts it over the top where it scores. 3-0 lead here for the Fireballs in our third and final set.
36 players in battle court, and I can basically explain how most of them do what they do. I can't explain how CRB does what he does. Can't. Won't even try.
Well positioned there on the throw. Got it kicking up at Noburaga's feet, which is not the easiest catch.
Not at all.
That's an underserve. Second one coming up.
What?
Catch inside there by Ikeda. He fires it deep. Long rebote, tracked down at the 7, shot back inside. Ikeda ducks. Lalu turns the rebote. Ooh, that clipped the wall. Nobunaga moves in, keeps it low. Ikeda running back for it. Ooh, that rebote, dangerous fast. That's going to get the Renegades on the board here in set 3.
Okay, 3-1, dangerous lead. Nobunaga back to serve. We've seen a scoring portada serve at least twice from him so far in this match.
Ikeda comes in with the right side. Sends it over Nobunaga. Look at CRB moving up on it. Takes it in the air. Now Ikeda floats one back, puts it on the wall. CRB stops another. Backhand from the 12. CRB now a little bit deeper, makes another catch. Puts it on the numbers. Now Ikeda trading throws with CRB. Steps out of the way of this one. Nobunaga, he clipped the side wall, feeds Lalu, forehand back inside. Will score. 4-1 lead here for the Fireballs, Lalu and Ikeda.
So frustrating for Nobunaga. I mean, that ball was in his cesta. There was nothing easy about the catch. That ball was in his cesta. They're on the left side and just not able to do anything with it.
Hard serve is an ace. 5 points for Lalu. And Ikeda, they have a possible set, possible match point here to push the Fireballs into the playoffs. Hard serve coming in, but that is an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. CRB, nice stop there at the 12, puts it inside, now Ikeda runs under it. Catch there in the corner, CRB lifts one up, Lalu steps back, goes out a ride up the middle, scooped up by Nobunaga.
Tough one.
Low runner, Ikeda calls for Lalu to come back, he makes the save, but Nobunaga attacks, makes the catch, Philo scores for Nobunaga. So, extends the match here. Nobunaga and the CRB with 2. They'll serve.
How many times this year or this season have you heard us say 5-1 not safe? 5-2 less safe. As we watch people claw back.
5-3?
Yeah, exactly. As we watch people claw back.
Tense. The Fireballs just hanging on. They need one more point, but the Renegades are fighting. Ikeda Sends the forehand back, 3-wall play, Goanaga. Puts it back inside with a big bounce. Ikeda goes up with it. Over the top, scooped up by Goanaga.
Split placement. What a catch by Lalu.
That's it. Goanaga dropped it.
Wow.
The Fireballs are going to the playoffs. They win it 6-2 in a third and final set. All smiles for Lalu and Ikeda. They send the Fireballs into the playoffs with that 3-set win over Goanaga and CRB. We'll hear from our winners momentarily.
You guys are amazing!
You were unbelievable. Great play over there.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Back over here with a jovial Fireballs group and Ikeda and Lalu, the winners of that last match. Ikeda, you stepped out there in singles. You guys were down 2-1 in the game day. How did we get here with you guys advancing to the playoffs?
Playing hard. We didn't stop fighting until the end. As you can see, third set. These guys play awesome too. They're the champions, correct? The Renegades?
Yeah, defending champs, yeah.
So it was a great team, but we got the win in the team, man.
Yeah, absolutely, Ikeda. Now, you guys have played pretty well together. How confident were you stepping out there with Lalu that you guys were the team that could get it done?
It was hard against them because we lose one game against them already, but this one we got it already. We were like, bro, we're here for war, for blood, until the end, and that's what we got.
Awesome, guys. Congratulations. What a win for you, and good luck in the playoffs next week.
Let's go, Fireballs! Vamos!
Let's take a look here at our season-long standings because now everything's official. Cyclones, Devils, Fireballs, and Warriors in that order. So when we return next week, it is a playoff doubleheader. First one beginning at 2:30, second one at 7. The 2:30 matchup will be the 1-4. That will be the Cyclones against the Warriors. And then at 7 p.m., it will be these Fireballs against the Warriors. It's been a great regular season, but we still have a lot to unpack here as we got the playoffs approaching next week and the championship the following week. We'll see you Friday to finish things off.